I'm never ready to go. The recording is definitely not going right now.
I can't tell if it's actually going on or not.
If I'm
Yeah,
never
I
ready,
also
does that
cannot.
mean the session never starts?
Thinking
So,
emoji.
I will start in just 5 seconds. Okay, let's get ready.
I'm not just ready. I'm ready, Freddy.
All right, here we go. Hello everyone. Welcome
there.
back to another session of Candlekeep Mysteries. Last time on Candlekeep Mysteries, you all had taken your extended rest, managing to accomplish various things, whether it was investigative or performance based. You learned some information, like how the snowy weather appears that it is on its way out from Candlekeep, and that there has been a recent influx as restrictions and costs have been lowered across the board, and many more people have been making their way over into Candlekeep proper. Um, as they've all gotten settled, your various enterprises have started seeing some success in certain areas, whether it's through renown or otherwise. And after taking that rightful rest after your previous battering, you enter back into the Canopic Being at Chapter 1. A quick pistol shot to the air was enough to scare off the hyenas, and instead of them fighting you, they ran away with their tail tucked between their legs. And thus, rather than venturing to the west, back to the depot where Valen is, you instead opted to go east against the encroaching sandstorm. While going through the sandstorm, you were trudging against it, making con saves in order to avoid the worst effects of it trying to push you back. Eventually, though, um, um, eventually, once you got past a certain amount, so a set of purple worms descended upon you. And through a clever strategizing, you were able to defeat all three of them, nab the crystals that they had within their bodies, and then move out further to the east, where you encountered this giant skull in the middle of the desert. And that is where we start off.
Hey, so are these the gems that we found? Are they unique, or do we get duplicates of the ones that we already found?
You look at them, and they all appear to be sapphires, just like the ones you've previously had. So you have more sapphire Valzamars now.
Sapphire of
Sapphire.
ASMR. There it is.
Oh yes, I guess to whoever doesn't already have them can
Are
take one. I
these-
guess.
Are these
Are
two?
they attunement?
Dibs.
No, they're not
No.
attunement.
They are not
should-
attunement.
We should
Fair
give
enough.
them all to the same person.
I don't believe they stack though, so you can't.
Oh,
You can't. If you ever already have one, you can't grab another.
What is this, League of Legends? That's lame.
That's fucking lame. Unique item
Uh,
passive.
20 already has one, so I'll take another one. Well, not another one. I don't have one yet.
I'm happy holding one if no one else wants one, but I'm not really someone who takes a lot of damage, so I feel like it would be better on other people.
Yeah, I agree too. I'm pretty tanky, but if I think hold on, I think our melee people already have them though.
I do not. I have
Maestro
Oh,
does not have
Melarka
one.
does. And you said Maestro does have one?
Does not. So she'll gladly take one at this point.
Okay. So that's two already of the three. So we have one left, which we could divvy up between the ranged people, I guess.
You guys want to roll for it?
I'll take one.
Sure. Let's all roll for it.
What are we
Okay,
rolling?
what are we rolling?
D100. Let's go.
D100.
Oh my God! Hold on, wait. Pass my law. Make that 20 to a 21. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. Looks like Layla won this. So Layla, yes,
All yours.
the plus 10
Give
to
me
your
a-
max health.
Give me a fucking rock.
All right, you got rocked.
Why is it coated
Oh,
as a
yeah.
suit of armor? No.
All right. So I guess as we arrive here at this big Is this a rock or is it like bone?
One second. I'm
It wasn't a
typing
rock.
up something.
It was a rock lobster.
All right, yeah, sorry, I'm just rewording something I had written because I just realized that there's a better way of doing it.
Okay. I was calculating the thing. My calculator borked. Fuck. Okay, so.
I'm gonna try calling Rose just to see if she's like fucking dead.
Not a bad idea. Just gonna go ahead and handle my shopping off screen right now. Take a look at armor.
Hey, why isn't this working like it's supposed? Hey,
Hey,
All right, I'm back. So Rose, there are people at her house that she thought they were leaving sooner, but they are taking longer to leave than she expected.
ah,
I
classic.
see.
She is having to sort of play hostess a little bit.
Help to leave.
Yeah. All right.
Got it. So she's making them all chicken nuggets.
She's got so many chicken nuggets in the oven. Okay. But
Don't
she's
worry,
not
Rose, I
about
got
to
you
wait up.
covered.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's why I was confused because she's like, "I'll be here soon,"
Okay.
and I was like, "Huh?" But it seemed
Yeah,
like
they got
it would be soon, then it wasn't soon, and so it's like, all
they got tricked. They got
right.
tricked
Yeah, I got
by
tricked.
the chains of social obligation.
I know, man. I hate that
All
we
right.
live in a society.
Yeah, it's awful. So to answer your question, Phoenix,
Yes.
you do have nature. As you're looking over the structure from a distance, it's the skull is so massive, calling it structure feels like the only proper way to address it. It looks like it's kind of both. There are portions of it where you can see that the rock has clearly chipped away, but it appears to be a layer of sandstone that is completely covered what is almost certainly bone underneath, based on the layout of the structure. It doesn't look like it would have been man-made, basically. Nor would it have been crafted by magic. You know, no magic with your arcana knowledge that would be sufficient to be able to create a sculpture of this size. No, it's almost certainly natural.
Phoenix is gonna go ahead and he's gonna start walking towards this thing. Maybe that used to be bone, maybe it used to be not bone. Is it currently more like outside on the outside, I guess? So the interior of it kind of looks like bone, but the outside is like stone? Like somebody
Yes,
overlaid the bone with stone?
less overlaid, and seems like the forces of the desert have done their work on this. It must have been here for a very long time. While you're doing that, you catch a glimpse of something. You see something just very lightly poke out its head over here, and then dip back. You could barely catch what it looked like. A piece of white cloth, maybe?
Phoenix is gonna start walking towards it.
Someone surrendering.
Oh. My brain to me was like, they're French.
No.
Does he see it? As he gets over
You
here.
look over there, and there's nothing there.
I will travel with Phoenix in case we need to talk to someone.
I do want to note that I do have like basically true sight if it is like hiding from me. Also,
Yeah,
blind sight.
you're busy investigating like that. And that's when your true sight reveals something. Not in that area right there, but rather in the sand nearby. You see almost like a little humanoid form. Very, very tiny, mind you, just floating around and pretending to be a grain of sand in the wind here.
Phoenix is going
It has a
to.
little mask on its face also.
Phoenix will go ahead and attempt to get a closer inspection of the tiny creature.
All right, it you can tell that it's like through its body language, it's almost like covering its face inside of its grain of sand form, trying to kind of hide itself. You get a much better look, and you think you know what these are. These are Twingas.
Interesting. I love the art.
They're usually friendly, right? Usually.
Twingas, based on your knowledge, are benevolent elementals. Very shy, but very in tune with the forces of nature.
Yeah. So
These appear
Phoenix,
to be desert Twingas.
as he got lower, he's just gonna say, "I apologize to have disturbed you. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Sheriff Phoenix Down of Tashtuta."
Still pretending to be a grain of sand, it appears to kind of like, bounce in the air slightly and then just kind of start floating off very rapidly.
He's evading arrest.
Nah. Interesting. Phoenix is gonna continue his inspection as he's looking around this gigantic rock, if you will.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
You love to hear it.
Oof.
Searching about to see if there's any further signs of life about the area, there is something that seems to catch your eye, which is that as you're looking on the near the ground, right about here actually, you're just kind of looking. There's some things that have been something that trudged through recently, or lots of things that trudged through actually. While you're kind of looking at, it sort of looks like, like a line of sprints, very sharp, pointed ends.
Phoenix is going to get down and to look at these sharp pointed ends, if you will. Um,
Yes.
so do they appear to be stuff that did not originally belong on the sand?
Yes. And with your survival expertise, you start looking into it even further. At what first glance would have appeared to have been a set of prints by multiple creatures, you're sure this was all caused by one. Does it have you inspect it closer, looking at the exact details and configurations before the sand starts wiping it away? This thing must be. It must have many, many legs.
Hmm. Does
It's a
it seem
bug,
like
maybe.
those like scorpion people that we saw before? Were they scorpion people?
Yes, but longer, as in whatever this is has even more legs than they did,
It's like a
based on
millipede or
how these
something.
are spaced out.
These don't be legs. They're more
Mm.
like a millipede than or a centipede.
Yeah, probably.
What's the difference?
Indeed.
Well, we might as well
Millipedes have
see
like
if
twice
sorry.
as many legs. And aren't
Now
venomous.
we can attempt to maybe see if the said creature is around the area. If anyone is interested to see if it does. Hold on. No, actually, I don't because I don't have my finder's goggles attuned. Unfortunate. Yeah, Phoenix doesn't have his finder's goggles, but he will take note of that. That's something. Do the tracks appear to be in a singular direction, or do they appear to have like as though this creature crosses this area quite frequently?
It's hard to tell, even with your expertise, because the sand hides prints after some amount of time.
Well, then there's only one way to find this out. Then, so
I-
Phoenix is gonna go. Oh, sorry.
For the finder's goggles, I wouldn't mind taking a short rest if that's possible, and then you can go equip that in that time.
Well, that's if we want to find a creature, but I'm gonna have a good look at it first, which I don't need a short rest for
Sure.
because I can use this. Where is that? Ah, here it is.
The
Okay.
sigil ring of memories activates. Phoenix's eyes glow, and in a radius around him creates almost like a holographic projection of the past.
Yep, Phoenix is just gonna go back to roughly around the time where he would have perceived knowingly how fresh these tracks were, so to speak.
Yes. You go ahead and take a look at their freshness, and you get a good look at exactly what kind of creature would have caused this.
Yeah, that's more of a centipede. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a centipede, all right.
You see it trudging along.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Definitely not
And
a
then
fan.
as you're kind of tuning back and forward, right, just to kind of see when you see it kind of trudges along here every now and then, both backward and forward.
Oh.
It even begins to kind of dig partially into the ground, as if submerging its body, and then and exiting again. You suspect that it is just cleaning itself.
As it's doing this, does it seem to do this in regular intervals, or does it seem to be like just it just passes by like irregularly?
It passes by regularly. It's not like on a patrol or anything. It just seems like as animals we do. Tuning back even further, actually, you go way further back, and you actually do see a familiar face kind of appear around this sort of area. There's a bullseye. It's kind of around
Bullseye.
about 2 weeks ago.
Man, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
What is he doing
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, you kind of see them looking around, kind of scouting and inspecting. They also look like they're investigating a very similar set of trails that you just were. As they are investigating something, it seems to pass their attention because there's no sound in this holographic projection as they aim their gun over in this direction and start backing off slowly. You cannot see what is causing it, but eventually they exit the area out of view with the projection.
I wasn't expecting to see Bullseye here.
Maybe this is where he got the thing we got from him when we killed him.
It's entirely possible. Well, let's continue looking and be wary of the big centipede, I suppose. Perhaps maybe being on top of the rock will keep us safe.
Maybe it lives in the rock, and the vibrations when we step upon it roused it from its slumber. I heard a story of something like this.
I'll like kneel
Oh,
down
by
and
the way.
peer over the edge of the eye socket into the skull.
Also, Phoenix is constantly channeling this, if it matters.
You search for any signs of magic, though nothing seems to catch your attention. Malarka, you look inside, and it is remarkably clean in here. Very, very clean.
Is there like level floor inside the cranium of the skull? Or does it just
Level
kind of drop
floor?
straight down to the sand?
It is a cranium inside. This definitely seems like it's an actual skull.
I guess Phoenix will join the rest and clamber up.
Yeah, as you're clambering up Phoenix, you see that in the air around there is not one Twinga, not two Twingas, but a number of Twingas just kind of floating in the air, pretending to be sand. But then as you get kind of close to around their proximity, they seem to be keeping some distance from you as they're curiously watching.
They're twinging.
Phoenix is he's going to actively try to maybe not disturb them too much, assuming that this is probably their home. So he's gonna actually, yeah. Phoenix will also, I guess, join Melarka and having a look see inside the cranium.
Right, you look inside, and as Malarka had noticed, it seems to be remarkably clean. This seems very much the handiwork of a conscious force. There's no way that it would be this clean naturally by itself. It just wouldn't make any sense.
Is it just like not dusty, or is the bone inside like exposed and bony?
It is not dusty at all inside of here.
Oh, the desert? Oh, that's a shocker.
Yes. Though that being said, you do notice that there is now dust that's occasionally like floating in on the edges of the alcove here.
I
But
don't like
it's
sand.
not like being miraculously cleaned up or anything. It's just kind of laying there now.
It's
Does it
coarse, it's
appear
rough, it
to,
gets
like,
everywhere.
maybe the Chowingas had any effect on this? Actually, why would they? The Chowingas would probably like it better if it were dusty, wouldn't they?
It is interesting.
I know, I don't know nothing about these fellas. It's what would be their reason to be in this area here?
Well, I don't really know their exact reasoning, but perhaps they just. Hold on. Are they like speaking to each other in any shape, form? The Chewingas?
They look at each other occasionally, but whether or not that constitutes a language, you're not sure. You are aware that Twingas have no form of verbal communication. They literally are unable to speak.
Oh, okay. Sorry, pardon. I'm just trying to figure out something real quick here. Ah, I know. I would like to attempt my empathic, like maybe see if I could gauge like an emotion that they may be feeling.
All right. Does empathic require you to see the creatures? I think so, right?
Let me see real quick. Here's the text. Yeah, if you see a creature within 60 feet.
Okay. So you kind of have to, if you want to see the Twingas again, you're going to have to kind of move toward them, as it were, since they're kind of trying to keep like a radius around you.
Yeah.
Right, but they're
Yeah.
not particularly fast. So like, imagine like if you're walking through a field of like flies or something, you know how they'll like form a circle around you.
Yeah. So Phoenix will basically he's gonna like in a way like maybe he's like he'll head in their direction, but what he's trying to do is that he's like trying to maybe pretend that he's going closer to them to look at something they're standing near.
Oh,
But
I
with his
see.
with
Make
his
a
with his high perception, he intends to to like maybe catch just a small glimpse of them.
a deception check then.
Ahaha.
Oh no,
Baby's
he's not
first
good at
deception
deception.
check.
The one check he's not good at.
The one check he's not good at.
Woo!
Oh my god, I rolled well though.
All right.
I'm so proud.
You do your best performance, having to kind of hide some of your body with your coat in order to make it really really sell the deal. So the Twingas are just kind of looking at you while your back is turned, right? They're just like staring. They're kind of staring at everybody, but since you only really see the ones next to you, they're looking at you particularly. As you turn around, you're kind of feeling the empathic feelings that they have. There's a mixture of emotions going on here. Curiosity seems to be the most dominating one. Very benevolent, very innocent curiosity. There is a suspicion as well mixed in there. And also, you notice that staring at them. While most of them are kind of looking at you. Occasionally, some of them are glancing at the sand that's entering into the skull here, and then they kind of return back to focusing on watching what everybody is doing.
They had a particular interest in the sand that entered here. Phoenix will inspect that sand, I guess. He'll go inside the skull and he'll look at the sand that's entering.
Right. You look at the sand. It's not magic or anything. It just appears to be sand.
I'm gonna start wandering inside the skull.
This is all inside the skull. Unless you mean like even further inside.
Further inside.
Yeah, Phoenix will join Melarka just to be safe.
Layla will come along too.
Do the Chowinkas or do they appear to attempt to go outside, or they just kind of just hover outside and looking in?
Your back is turned to them as you're entering into the more kind of like nooks and crannies of the interior of the school. So you're going to have to make a deception check if you want to kind of look like you're looking backward, but you're actually looking at them.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Well, here we go. I would say I would like to do performance instead, but my performance is just as garbage. So,
Oh.
oh god.
We like it when Phoenix lies.
As they all just vanish.
Phoenix forgot to turn on the eyes in the back of his head.
More likely, his intimidation was too strong. He turned around and intimidated them by mistake. Oh god.
Entering into one of the nooks, Malarka, you turn around the corner and you can see that unlike the rest of the area, which is kind of rather kempt and clean, this one is a little bit dirtied up by something. You can tell that these things here on the ground are like little kind of whitish orbs. It vaguely looks like something you've seen once before, but of course in a different shape. You're sure that these are eggs.
Uh-oh. Alright, either two things are gonna happen here. A, we are going to make some really nice breakfast in the morning, or we're about to get schmunkled the hell up. I don't know about that.
Schmunkled. Can we,
Well,
is there any way we can tell what kind of eggs these are?
Yeah, Phoenix will have a look at them. Do they look like any sort of eggs he might have known? Gigantic
Let me check.
centipede eggs, by chance?
They look insectish, so
Oh god.
that hence why it kind of looks familiar. As you had seen a bunch of Casmi eggs before, and those were also kind of insect-like in quality.
Hmm. How big are said eggs?
Each of these eggs, we're talking about like about a foot wide in diameter.
They're large. These are real large eggs.
Oh, nestled inside of the eggs, there is actually something your detect magic does appear to ping off.
Oh.
It looks like a bag nestled in between the eggs. It almost looked like it was laying out somewhat as a sort of cushioning underneath one of them, but it kind of got gumbled up and didn't actually serve its function. And now it kind of lies haplessly on the floor.
Right, I guess I'll go up to that bag.
It looks like a magic item.
We like
Phoenix
those.
will reach down and pick it up.
I'll be next to him to ensure no centipedes accidentally start crawling on his body and eating him.
All right,
I
it's
much
a little.
appreciate it.
We'll get to the entrance of the fucking skull or something. Not actually in it, but at the entrance.
All right, just kind of looking out in the distance. You pick up the gungled bag. It's a little, covered in egg juice.
Egg juice.
The
Uh,
gungled bag. Memoir.
What should I add it to my inventory as?
The gungled bag.
Yeah, I can identify it at this moment.
I can't. I'll just call it the gungled bag.
All right, the gungled bag has been added to your inventory.
Are there any more gungly things about, or is that it?
That seems to be the most gungly of the things. There doesn't appear to be anything else.
Are there any single eggs that are kind of a little bit further from the rest?
No, they all appear to be clustered into one nice spot. But the various egg components and the happenings around here are really the only messiest part of the caverns. Everything else is otherwise very noticeably tidy.
Alright, so here's what has to happen. We dip the fuck out and Phoenix casts max range fireball.
You mean Zashi?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not casting fireball.
Phoenix casting fireball.
Kill it with
Wow.
fire,
What
the
a guy.
bugs. Well,
Wise man once said, if there's bugs in your house, burn it down.
The only good bug is a dead bug. Time to watch Starship Troopers again.
Hell
well,
yeah.
hold on. While I am not against the idea of, I guess, destroying bugs, I guess.
I could
It's,
just
it's not-
shoot the egg.
it's not like there's like any sort of law that subjugates whether a bug should live or die or not. But the big thing is, if you're gonna blast this place, I just want to make sure that the home of the Chewingas doesn't get destroyed in the process.
It'll be fine.
Oh, so
It'll be fine.
if we
But
need
you
a
have
more
to do, like,
delicate
a-
approach, I could just shoot the eggs. That shouldn't cause collateral damage.
you have
I
to
meant
do,
like
a
burning hands or something.
Burning hands would probably be more appropriate, I feel.
Like you have to do like an ecological study to see if they're endangered first.
I feel like if they're endangered, we should make them extinct.
Can't just kill bugs. Come on now.
I've killed several bugs. I once killed a praying mantis.
Thank god. Where's your god now, Mantis?
Well,
Should have
the
prayed
only thing
harder.
the only thing I know about giant bugs is that they're often more than not very. What's the word?
Nice.
They're not very
Good.
nice, especially to people. So we take care of this nest. We probably saved the lives of God knows how many people.
Well, it's certainly a good thing we don't have a druid with us.
You know, just intuition says the druid might be okay with this.
I think the druid would just say,
Somewhat
"Yeah, you know what?
druid.
It happens. It's nature."
But
Yeah.
real question though, Phoenix is gonna go ahead and start looking around, but he's gonna make sure like, is that the only set of like eggs, or there's like everywhere in this dungeon?
That is
Or
the
did
only
this-
set of eggs.
The only set.
They are endangered.
Is there like another floor down underneath? We should also check.
Yeah. I think
No, there is
there
not. Although while all of you were in the cavern over there, Phoenix, you exit out of your keen mind. Something that sticks out to you immediately is that the sand that was here at this part of the eye is gone.
Wait. Phoenix will start slowly making his way there.
A set of you see that there was like one Chwinga that was kind of pretending to be dust in the air, and you can see that holding a grain of sand in its hand as it kind of ekes out and makes some distance.
I see.
Okay. So what Phoenix is going to do then? Phoenix will go to a portion at the entrance, and he'll find a grain of sand, and he'll pick it up, and he'll go out back outside. Actually, no, he won't get just a grain. He'll get several. You know, like a good handful. Maybe not like a whole handful because it's sand, but you know, like several pellets as he goes out there, and he'll extend his hand, showing out the grains. Maybe as a gesture of goodwill.
The wind blows the sand off of your hand, off back into the desert. As you see that one brave little Chwinga, sort of at your maximum range, is kind of watching curiously at this. This is the first time any of them have actively approached you.
We've made contact.
Right, you keep them distracted while we have the Ghostbusters come in here and take care of this problem.
We need the Zash man to take care of this problem. So Phoenix goes ahead and he'll keep gathering more sand as he'll once again depart, and then he'll try to cover it with from it just being blown in the wind, so that he can try giving it to them as a peace offering.
Do you need like a broom? You want to just help them clean this place out?
Phoenix, you see that this one single Chwinga that you're able to bear witness to is looking at the sand in your hand, and as soon as you cover it, their head kind of tilts to the side in a puzzled manner. If you're empathic, you can tell that they are confused.
Phoenix, I got a shot lined up on this thing. No, just kidding.
You hear it in a word like in like
Take
his
him out.
cam, like I got my eyes on him. Just say the word. Like no, we're not trying to murder.
Yeah. So in order, like as you extended your hand out with the sand, right? This one Chwinga's just been curiously watching, and the instant you kind of covered it up with your hand, it got confused.
Yeah, so I guess he'll go and uncover it, and I guess he'll just let the wind blow it.
All right. A second brave Chwinga has shown its face. Pretending at least in the air.
What if we didn't use fire to kill the eggs?
That's what I was saying.
No, I'm saying I just have this devastation orb of water that's screaming its name.
You are going to devastate everything.
What do you have? What do you
You
have?
see that thing every single time in your inventory. You're like, I gotta use it. I gotta use it. I
I
gotta
have
use
so many of them.
it. Why do you carry those things around? Yeah, Phoenix will go ahead and do this on repeat for a while, I guess, as they're taking
Yeah.
care of the eggs.
I'm gonna like take a nasty fall down the stairs one day and just like absolutely obliterate Candlekeep entirely.
As you're cleaning up the interior, you see that more Chwingas are showing up until eventually Phoenix as you're picking up some of the sand, you see one little twink is right next to you and is also carrying some sand out to the exit with you. It just kind of popped up. You're sure it was not there a moment ago. Did it teleport?
Oh my goodness. Right.
And it's also throwing sand out, and then kind of in a self-satisfied little standing pose. It looks like it's admiring the cleanliness of this area.
Bruce has got his fist on his hips, overlooking his work.
Phoenix, actually, Phoenix is gonna go ahead and like maybe just maybe try to gesture towards the eggs, and like, do you want us to get rid of something like that?
Just point, do
and it makes-
like a fist smashing sound.
It makes an exaggerated little jump, like in a shocked pose. At the suggestion.
So, happiness, fear, confusion.
Shock, like at the idea that you would suggest killing the eggs.
Okay, so maybe we don't kill the eggs.
Maybe it's just shocked because nothing else has been brave enough to do it before.
Like, why didn't we think of that?
Like,
Well,
wait a
hold on.
minute.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's try to dig deeper. It's like he'll point to the eggs. Is dangerous, something like that.
Hey, wait, which direction was Bullseye pointing his gun in when he retreated?
He was pointing it to the south direction, I believe.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Party was like, let me just take a look at my spell list. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, so Phoenix will do like point towards the eggs again. It's like, is dangerous.
How are you attempting to convey this idea?
We're doing charades.
I guess it would be closer to charades at this point.
Actually, have we talked to them? Do they seem to
Phoenix-
understand us?
Phoenix does have whatchamacallit, linguist. So I guess like, maybe he's like catching glimpses of them. Hold on, how long do I need to see people for to even use this?
Like about an hour, I think.
Oh
or...
yeah, an hour. So you said. I figured
Didn't
it's like.
We can take a short rest. Just hang out with the Chwingos.
Let me see what was changed about linguist.
What if we all put our hands together to make like the centipede thing and just like use our little fingers to wiggle along?
The new version of linguist doesn't even have the hour thing. It just straight up lets you learn a new language with studying.
Wait, what was it? Let you learn a new language, what?
The updated version of linguist doesn't have the 1 hour thing. It just straight with 100 hours of study, you just learn a new language.
Oh, okay.
That being said,
Quite the nerf.
you do have history expertise, which I think is probably reasonable for the study of language.
I have
Based on everything you've seen, combined with your expertise in history, you're pretty sure they don't understand any of the words you're saying.
Yeah, because Phoenix is not speaking to them. He's communicating with gestures.
Yes. Hence, how would you like to attempt to gesture whether or not the eggs are dangerous, as that's kind of a complex statement to try and get across.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like he's looking at them to see like, do they speak telepathically to each other, or do they normally communicate with gestures as well? That's what Phoenix is trying to figure out.
They look like they to each other. They kind of just look at each other and make little subtle motions with their head. Based on what you can tell, it seems these subtle head gestures are communicating a vast amount of information, though. It's too little to infer exactly what they're saying to each other with that.
I see. Dang it. They're communicating with head motions. I thought they would at least try with the actual hand motions.
You ponder a bit, Phoenix, and you think it makes some amount of sense. Due to, again, your history kicking in automatically here. They don't actually need that many words where they're living.
Yeah, to be fair. Okay, so what Phoenix will do is that he'll gesture towards the eggs with like both his hands, and then he will. So he'll like the eggs, and then he will make a gesture of like the eggs like opening, and then he'll make gestures of like claws, like like claws, and then like with like an X.
Layla's gonna back up like the claws thing by like kind of just like wiggling around like a centipede, just kind of doing like a little like they're long, they got lots of legs. She's backing them up.
Yeah. So like and then he'll put an X like no good, and just like shake his body too with it crossing his arms with an X.
All right, Layla, make a performance check. Phoenix, make a history check.
Let's fucking go.
Let's do this.
Oh, I'm okay at these.
Hey.
Hey, that's pretty
Oh my
good.
God.
Your intention seems to get across quite clearly as they charade back with very decisive, very strong. They're shaking their heads so hard in a no fashion that their entire body shakes with it. Like as they're throwing it to the left, it's like they're throwing their whole body into this no.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like okay, so they do not want us to remove the eggs.
Yeah, you even see some Chwingas appear next to the eggs and sit on top of it. Defiantly.
So
Layla will.
I can't see these little dudes. What happens if I just like approach the eggs?
No, they're making themselves visible now.
Oh, okay. What happens anyway? If I like approach the eggs?
They will scatter into the air into a fine bit of sand.
Let's not harm the Chewingas. As much as I want to get rid of these eggs, I suppose they maybe serve a purpose here.
Do we even have to get rid of the eggs?
No.
We don't
We saw
have
some
to,
eggs
but
and we were like,
let's
get them.
Did we get the
I've-
item that
I've
was
played
hanging out
enough-
with the eggs, or?
We
We took
got the
that.
item now. We got the.
I've played enough Warcraft 3 to know when you see eggs, you destroy them.
So then Phoenix will go ahead and he'll gesture, like a hand, like we won't do it then. So just like a hand, he'll wave, like then point to himself, and then the eggs, then back to himself. Well, and then he'll just no.
Layla will
Yeah,
give an
the
enthusiastic
intention
thumbs up.
gets across. The intention comes across clearly as they do give what seems to be like very similar to a thumbs up, as it seems like they're holding kind of like their hand up with 4 of their fingers raised, which, as far as you can tell, seems to indicate understanding.
Okay. Good. At least we're. Well, hold on. Phoenix will do one last thing. He'll show them the bag, and then he'll point to himself. Like, can I take?
They'll give you that gesture again as they point to the bag and do an incredibly powerful shrug.
A powerful shrug.
What a powerful shrub.
I don't know.
The
Okay.
world's most enthusiastic maybe.
Yeah, as you're communicating with that Chwinga, the others are just keeping themselves sort of revealed and sitting on various little rocks and walls. Some of them are just kind of some of them are literally floating in midair and sitting as they're kind of watching this whole conversation take place.
Anything
This would
cool
be the-
happening out here?
It would be a
Okay.
great time for anybody with telepathy. Oh man, the master of charades is finally here.
If I had telepathy, I would cheat at charades so much.
Okay, I'm going to approach the eggs.
Please don't destroy the egg.
I'm going to cast Queen Flameblade on my
Oh, no.
scythe so that it glows ablaze. Can I try picking up one egg?
This is a-
Mm,
if
we're not
if
going to-
Layla sees it doing that, Layla will literally just say, "Hey, we just made peace with the funny little sand dudes. Don't mess with their eggs.
I'm not intending to mess with it at the moment.
Your
I
scythe is on fire."
In
It's
in
okay.
case relevant, do recall there is a veto power amongst party.
I'm a veto with
Yeah.
my gun.
Yes, I was about to
Eh,
say.
just let it cook. Let it cook. Just can I? Can I
No,
try, can
you're
I try
you're not
picking
cooking.
up
You're
an egg?
microwaving.
I'm not. Can I
Oh
pick
my
up a
God.
single egg?
What was that? I didn't hear the last part.
Can I pick up a single egg?
Why are you doing this?
'Cause I'm curious.
I veto this.
I'm not gonna kill
All right.
him. Just let me.
Do we have any additional votes on this veto, or will it pass?
Vote to kick.
I haven't even done anything. I'm asking, can I pick up an egg?
For what reason? That depends. That will literally depend if I choose to veto this.
'Cause I want to see what's inside it.
Can you
They're
not
good.
just do that without picking up the egg?
What?
You can just you get a closer look at it.
There's clearly a bug inside that egg.
Well, are they like translucent eggs, or are they just like eggs?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
What's the question?
Are
Like-
they like translucent, or are they just eggs?
Like, can you see
They
what's
have
inside the egg?
They're like an insect, like an insect egg. They are like little, surprisingly not that translucent.
Like a chicken.
So they have a shell that cannot be seen through, at least easily.
Yes. Like, have you seen centipede eggs?
I have not. And I
Okay,
hope that I
well.
never will.
Hopefully, never do.
I guess I just know that if you take a chicken egg, right?
You're talking about candle lighting. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
and
about.
you just like
As
put
a
the light
person who
behind
has
it,
chickens.
so you can see it, so you can see inside. I just want to see inside.
Can you not use a green flame blade to do that though?
I
Surely you can use
really-
something else that's.
I mean, I could, but that's not as cool.
I once again restate my veto.
All right, fine. I'll use what's it? Which one? Dancing lights.
There you go. That's what we like to
That's
hear.
better.
That's a much better.
Yes, with
Okay.
the dancing lights cast, you're able to see more clearly into the egg, and you can see a little wiggling centipede-like form on the inside, just floating there within the embryonic sac.
Embryonic sac.
Put that down, as gently as one does, and this just briskly retreat.
Yeah.
I agree. I personally would prefer not to have to, but if they're so staunch about protecting those eggs, I see no real reason to disturb them, I suppose. Okay. Well, we got this, but what happened to the gem that was supposed to be in this area? Unless you're telling me that when that vision of Bullseye passed by, he ended up taking it from this place?
As you're contemplating that, Maisha on the outside, you do scout something. Crawling down the nearby rocks and sort of trudging its way back to
Little-
the rock is
Little buddy.
It's not a little
Like
buddy.
it's coming back
you are
to
the first to
skull or
scout it
back
at a
to the
distance out
rocks?
on the school. It looks like it's heading back over to the school. It was just descending down the nearby rocks.
Guys, I think the thing is I think Mama's coming back.
Oh boy. Well,
That-
maybe we should skedaddle before this turns into a hairy situation.
Can I
Yeah,
cast
time
Green
to-
Flame Blade now?
Time to make ourselves scarce.
Get out of here.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Phoenix is
Nope.
gonna
Nope.
exit off this
Nope.
side of the thing.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Phoenix
Yeah,
will
the twig is-
gesture. He'll gesture a bye to the Chewingas as he skedaddles.
Yeah, they do a little head nod that seems to indicate goodbye as well.
The Chewingas really chewent.
Why is it
Oh my god, he did-
unconscious? No.
Why am I unconscious? There we go.
The
accident-
trip fell on the ground and when I come.
Mashra, get out of there.
Maisha! Maisha, no, she can't hear the bug! Hooray! Her AirPods are in!
I told y'all that it was coming.
Yeah, we're skedaddling.
Consider my daddy skittled.
Yeah, its form is very long. So very long it is.
Oh
Let
my.
me.
You should have made the token like oblong.
Yeah, about that.
Oblong.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh
Look,
my
look,
god,
look,
it's,
I
look,
gotta
it's,
fuck.
it's
Oh,
segmented.
gotta fuck.
look, 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 look.
Wait.
Wait. We don't. Oh
It
god,
has
two
another.
heads!
Say it too.
That's really fucking funny.
Yeah, you just watch it from a distance as it actually seems that wait, Zashi, are you still out there?
Yeah,
Please don't. Actually, no. Why? We all...
I was just hovering in the air.
Oh yeah,
Um,
you can fly.
as this megapede, as it's called, is like going closer to its skull, it sees you in the air and then just like makes a sort of a insectoid hissing sound and clawing at your general direction, but makes no attempt to aggressively go after you as it heads into the skull.
All right. I suppose we got what we came for with the
Gungled
gungled
bag.
bag. If you, the gungled bag. We still don't know about the gem though.
Oh,
If you
Maybe we
don't
can
know
ask
with
the-
your special eyes and
we can ask the Chwingos maybe. Once that thing clears out,
That's true.
we just show them one of the rocks and point at it, see if they know anything.
The Chewingas didn't follow us, did they?
They did not follow it.
Yeah. So I think the only chances of me asking the Chewingas means I have to get closer to that thing. Admittedly, if it's okay, so it clearly at least has a I'd rather scare you off than fight. So maybe we can try talking to it. I do have speak with animals thanks to linguist. I don't know how I feel about trying to chat up a gigantic 25-foot long centipede.
I
25
think
is
that
generous.
I think
That up.
talking to it would be a lot of fun at the very least.
Okay. Who wants me to try talking to the centipede?
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Layla puts her hand up.
Y'all are crazy. Here goes. Phoenix will start slowly returning. Actually, it's also probably a good opportunity to try maybe asking it about the gem. It might know it where it is. So Phoenix gets closer.
Are you sure this will count as an animal?
Actually, that's a good question. Would
That
Phoenix
is
that is-
definitely a beast, I want to say.
does
Well,
does
the only
Phoenix
way
would
to
have
find out.
Phoenix recognize that as a beast or a monstrosity?
This one appears to be a beast.
Okay.
Will speak with animals work on beasts?
Yes.
Okay.
Speak with animals versus beast.
I'll keep a healthy distance behind. Maybe like 75 feet. Because, my movement speed is 80.
Yep. Phoenix is slowly getting it, and can he see it from the inside over here?
Yeah, as you're enter inside, it looks like it's kind of trudging out around the area. And as you do, you can kind of think of the interior crevasse as sort of like a loop around here, right?
Yeah.
Its tail end is over here, and its head is right here, sort of wrapped around where the eggs are, just kind of right there. As its head kind of looks over inside of your direction, and it hisses again.
Yeah, I'm using my speak with animals already by this point. As Phoenix, with two hands in the air, is like, sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you.
You kind of did.
Well, I didn't mean to. I'm
really-
sorry. I do need to ask questions, some questions, but I mean you no harm. That's more.
You are next to my nest.
Apologies. I will step back.
Eh.
Phoenix does the step back. If it's all right, can I ask you some questions?
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Hello.
Hello.
Take that.
Tony.
Phoenix is
Anthony!
Phoenix is talking to a giant bug.
I'm
So hold on.
sorry.
This would be at normal then because of the
It's all good. We heard what happened. The bond, the chains of social obligation
Oh, I wrote
held you
perception.
down.
I had to do persuasion. I'm sorry. So
It
this one's
was
at
crazy.
disadvantage.
I did not think anyone was coming over, but then my friends were like, "Hey, we're here," and I was like, "Oh, all right." I couldn't even pretend I wasn't home. They just showed up.
29. It happens. I know how it feels.
I'm so.
Yeah, they're talking to a bug right now.
A
Oh,
giant 25-foot long centipede.
Longer than that.
It probably is.
Add a 0 to the end of that, maybe. I haven't seen its butt yet.
All right. Give me a second.
Oh my goodness, you wrote a question
Let me
mark.
roll something.
Hey, Tony.
You see it not respond to your statement, but like it's not like retracting and not moving towards you. So
Good start.
that's a start, a victory. Question mark.
I don't understand what this thing is saying, but it's not trying to kill you, so that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, how's that really say? Anyways, yes. By any chance, have you seen a gem? Phoenix will pull out one of the gems that he has. A gem that looks similar to one of these.
Also, by the way, sorry, I thought about it. It's not a beast. It's a beast monstrosity. It's dual typed.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Cool,
goodness,
great.
we're playing you.
It's a monstrous beast.
It's a beastly monster.
I mean, Displacer Beast is like one of those things that really should be a beast.
Owlbear.
Owlbear really should also
Owlbear.
be a beast, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think a dual typing those is like beast monstrosity makes the most sense.
I don't care what people say about Owlbear. It's a beast. It'll always be a beast.
Gosh Take Speak with Animals works on it in Baldur's Gate. So I said, Gosh Take Beast.
Alright. Can I have a proposition, by the way. Game balance. So you know how Cosfear and Fear are different schools of magic?
Yeah,
What?
it makes sense.
Enchantment and necromancy, yeah.
That
I
actually
think-
does make sense, though.
I think spells should have multiple schools. Or there should exist spells of multiple schools.
Food for thought, I suppose.
That's all.
Right. So I guess
Well,
Phoenix does show one of the he shows one of the gems that we have on our person, and he asks the centipede if it's seen one that looks like it. Maybe not the exact same thing, but something similar.
You see it kind of. Its eyes of its various size forms because they look at they're like well, not panoramic. What's the word for eyes that look in every direction?
Like fly's eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a name for those.
Lenses. It's fucking
I know what you're talking about. It's that
Compound eyes?
compound, yes.
Amazing.
Yes,
compound.
it's compound eyes focus a little more intensely onto the gem that's inside of your hand. Yes, I know, but this is my nest, and you would need to hurt my nest to get that.
We should have blew it up.
bitch.
Wait, hang on. What
Yeah.
did it say? I like what?
It's in its nest. We would need to hurt its nest to get it.
Okay, what if our highly skilled surgeon was able to just go in there and just like get it without
Okay,
hurting
hold on.
anything?
Phoenix is gonna say, we really need it, but we don't want to hurt your nest.
It's actually would have been a great time for me to have invisibility.
Just
It
like, is
probably
there
has 60
another
feet of
way,
blind sight,
perhaps?
Don't worry about it.
That is also true.
As you're saying that, you see that a twink is popping its head out over the crevasse and kind of watching this discussion unfold. So it's the second one.
Yeah, so like Phoenix is just like we kind of need it, but we don't want to hurt your nest. Is there perhaps another way? We have skills if necessary.
Can we hatch the eggs faster?
You are banned from going near those eggs.
I don't mean
Yeah,
like,
you
I don't
see
mean
the
like
twink is
break
just
it,
kind
I
of
mean,
looking
like-
at you speaking, and then in turn they look back over at the megapede as it's called. So they're like kind of looking back and forth. So they're looking at you, Phoenix speak, and then they're looking over at the megapede, and then they're looking back over at you.
I bet they're like eating popcorn in this. Oh, that is good.
With your empathic, you can tell that they're kind of confused when you're speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Look, all I'm saying is we have a human incubator, right? Just like have them stand about 20 feet away from it, and they'll be all right.
Uh,
Wow, now I'm just
so-
being downgraded to an incubator.
So
Jeez.
when Phoenix is talking, does it sound like he's making like crazy like animal sounds like wild thornberries, or is it just like he's talking and the bug just understands him?
They're just talking and the bug understands. But that being said, while they're confused looking at when Phoenix is talking, when they're looking at the megapede, they don't seem to have any sense of confusion, just curiosity again.
Oh.
As it responds back. No, my nest is off limits. Would you give your baby to a stranger?
Just say yes.
Maybe.
Just say yes.
You're asking the wrong person that question.
Wait, so
Depending on if he had signed any contracts, Phoenix would very easily, but he honestly can't have babies, so good thing.
wait, so the gem is in the eggs, or
It's probably like underneath a lump of them or something.
So Phoenix will probably say, like, I can't have children, but I would not. I do as I said. I wish your brood no harm. Only want gem.
maybe so Mama Bug here has some eggs that are probably gonna hatch soon. What if we got her some food? Some meat for her babies to eat.
Who thought that you guys are really just like, man, this is getting good.
Literally.
They are still kind of confused when you're speaking Phoenix, and then it's finally dawned onto you why just your history expertise kicking in. You're not gesticulating anymore, and they don't know what you're saying.
Well, yeah. Yes, Phoenix is just speaking with the with the thing right now. But maybe
on.
he should.
Give them some subtitles. Just make some like hand movements while you're talking.
Yeah, sure. Phoenix will maybe start to elaborate with his speaking. He's like all of a sudden now using hand emotions.
He's
Like,
become Italian real quick.
Exactly. He's starting to like, you know, hand motion everything that he's kind of saying. So like in this case, he's just like we pointing towards himself. We
Little gesture towards herself as well.
wish, like wish.
Cast this wish
Yeah,
spell.
you
It's up in the air.
like little tiny ones, like
Points to
little tiny
everyone.
little tiny feet of brood, no harm. I guess claws or fangs or teeth or whatever you want to call. And then, like we once again gesturing to ourselves, want gem. And he gestures towards the gem.
And as you suggested, the Megapede continues to sort of refuse. You would try to harm my children for little bubble thing. I do not accept. As you do see the little Twingas, like one of them lands on the Megapede's head. It kind of bats on their head, sort of in like a very specific sort of set of spots. Oh, I see.
Oh my god.
As it kind of gently lays the Twinga back onto the ground and it returns back to where it was sitting.
Oh god, they are friends.
Yeah. they were tight.
Does it look like it's pondering something?
It's currently just staring at you to see what you'll say next.
Right. So, Phoenix is just like gem. Once again, gem. Really important. How can I do important?
Just say the gem is your child, which she'll understand.
No. That'd be
Well, you
deception
are,
then, which
maybe
Phoenix
don't
is
like
not good at.
Nat 20 easy.
Really important. I'm trying to think of like what's a good gesture for important.
Maybe just hold it close to you. Hold it close to you.
Yeah. He'll hold a gem, like he'll snuggle it. Important.
Yeah, like Layla just back here, just like, yeah, hold it close to you. Like, just hold it close to you.
Layla is basically like coaching Phoenix through the gestures.
Yeah.
Snuggle it like it's a baby.
As like he's like, oh, important. He'll like snuggle it, and then like he'll gesture, we, no harm to you.
Layla puts her hands up and kind of just like almost like a kind of just like surrender sort of motion, like for like the no harm emphasis.
All right. Make a persuasion check, and Layla, the same thing. Performance for you, Layla. Phoenix, give me that history.
History,
go.
let's go. Oh boy, come on. Oh, thank you.
And persuasion, actually, for you as well, Phoenix. Persuasion.
All right. No.
Oh, I wish I grabbed second chance. I could have had you re-roll that.
Dang, it's unfortunate. It's still 20.
Here, you know what? Layla's gonna use a luck point to see if we can get a better roll for that persuasion.
All right, I'll take it.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Nice.
Amazing.
All right.
It kind of like, you have said so already. I have said no. But you see that the Twingas suddenly all kind of perk up a bit and start like doing a little dance right here in front of the Megapede.
There's dancing.
Yeah. Oh.
No, the Twinga's hitting the gritty.
Are you sure? Okay. My friends know where there are more of the gems here.
Oh.
But you must not hurt my home.
You have my word. As Phoenix like as he says, he points to them, have my word, and he places it like over his heart.
Just give him a thumbs up, dude.
No, we're speaking to the Chowingas.
Let him cook.
Like word, no harm to Brood. Same thing as the previous ones.
The Megapede begins to unfurl from where it was.
Oh god. Close again.
Nope.
If this thing wasn't so cool with the Chowingas, we'd be having beef.
Yeah, the Twingas sort of like lead the way
Okay.
as they kind of like dance and bob along the sand, right? They seem happy just to be on the sand, and they kind of go over to here.
Right. Phoenix will follow the Chewingas, not the giant, the gigantic centipede. Sometimes it's just like, man, if only Phoenix could just be evil.
Evil Phoenix breaks the law.
Phoenix.
His name isn't Phoenix. At that point, it's just Miles. I don't know.
It's just GNF.
Yeah. The Mega P kind of looked here in the sand. You must dig, but do not hurt my home.
We talking like 64 units down, or like you looking for
So
Minecraft
Phoenix is
diamonds
gonna
or
get
what?
to the area, I guess, and he's going to, I guess this is a good opportunity to give this thing a try. How long does this thing last? That's only a minute, but give it a try, I guess.
Ooh.
Yeah, looking down, you see that the 30 feet down, there appear to be crystals down there.
Ah, they are there. I guess using that quick minute, Phoenix is gonna like maybe look to see if there's anything like regards to the home that he should be wary about hitting.
Yeah, with your ghostly gaze, you're able to see like parts of where the spine of this massive creature used to be, bits of bone and stone down underneath the sand.
So basically, to avoid the spine when trying to dig, so Phoenix will, in this quick minute, will try to get the path that makes the quickest way, so the most efficient path without harming the spine, I guess.
Alright, so you kind of got it all jotted mentally.
Yeah. In mind.
As you're looking around, the Mega P just kind of voluntarily adds, "My friends say you are good at picking up sand."
Yes, I'm pretty good at it.
He's the best at it.
Yeah, they as they say they're really good. You see the Chewingas like kind of like turn around to each other, like astonished, like, "Wow, amazing, so cool."
Okay. Phoenix was, I guess, well, maybe get some help with the more stronger members of our party to help dig this hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess Phoenix will just like oversee. No, he'll actually actively participate, as clearly he has an audience.
Has anyone got a shovel?
Don't worry, Phoenix. I could just disintegrate it.
But let's not, in case we want to avoid damaging the spine.
What check do you want, Aqua?
Dorian, dig.
There's going to be 2 actually. One second. The first is going to be athletics, and the second is going to be perception, to make at advantage because you have knowledge of where the avoid digging.
What's
basically. They're digging.
I can help with that.
Mage hand a little bit. They're picking up 5 pounds at a time. Let's go. Or however
Hey,
much
5
they
pounds
fit
of
in their
dirt is a
sample.
lot, okay?
So I guess I rolled a 7 because it can't go any lower than 5.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 and a 20.
Okay.
Have you ever
Actually,
tried
let me-
lifting a 5-pound
let
bag
me-
of dirt?
Did you say athletics at advantage as well?
No, athletics is normal. Perception is advantage.
Okay. Perception is 16. Athletics is 20.
I critted with my eyes, so I'll need to make a second one.
Cool. It all works out pretty well, as you all have a very versatile skill set for this. Phoenix, with your initial planning, it helps them out with their perception, as Tony and Malarka do most of the work. Is actually picking up things with their mage hand occasionally as well. And Phoenix and Layla, you both are. You're doing what you can.
These guys are
This
much
is not-
better at picking up sand. I bet they're
Yeah,
super
yeah.
amazed.
Being musculature is not either of your fortes. But thankfully it is Tony and Malarka's. They are scooping up so much sand at a reasonable pace, which is good because you're starting to notice that there's a little bit of wind in the air, but it's very light right now. As you dig and dig, and therefore, because these checks are so good, make ample time. As you can already tell that the sandstorm is making its approach.
Man, it's here for round 2, isn't it? Gosh, take
Yeah,
it.
but it's a good distance away, so it doesn't seem like it's imminently hitting. And thus, you do manage to dig down, avoiding the sculpture, the spine. You find more Ozomar crystals down there. These appear to be black opals.
Oh.
How many?
And something else happens as Tony, you pick up one of these Azamar crystals, and you feel the little a tingling sensation. It feels like static in your fingers. It starts to vibrate as if resonating with something as you feel the other Azamar crystals on your person also similarly vibrating with a resonance.
Like they're reacting to each other?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I will kind of like point that out. It's like,
How many Azamar crystals did we get?
There are 4 of them down there.
Y'all want me
Dibs.
to take one and put them together? Because I can likely survive.
Well, if
Or
we're gonna put them
actually-
all, if you want to be the test dummy, I'm not against it.
I mean, I'm pretty durable.
Malarka might show up volunteering. Let's see what happens. Once again, I'm fine with that.
Bring it like over here. I have I would have the 3: the opal, the emerald, and the sapphire. If that matters.
Alright, 1 second.
just
You have
one
all
is
3,
crystal,
and they are resonating more intensely as 3 of them are together. They almost like are magnetizing to each other, but are easily separable right now. And as you separate them, it seems that the resonance is getting weaker, as you only have 3 currently.
We need just one more then, which I believe we know where the last location was.
You have 4, actually. Malarka has a 4th one.
I do?
The Azimar Crystal, I believe is what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
I have one.
So I guess what happens with 4 then?
You put the emerald, the opal, the crystal, and the sapphire all right next to each other, Malarka, and you begin to see them fuse violently inside of your hand. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Yo!
It's a good thing we.
Dexterity save.
It's a good thing you backed up because this might have been nasty.
But I'm pretty sure I have advantage. Let me double check.
Does your danger sense work on that?
Danger sense?
You're a barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Do you not have danger sense?
I don't know.
Danger sense just
It's
gives you
just like a
advantage
basic one,
on
right?
dex saves.
It is a deck save.
I'll be right back.
I also get plus half my prof, so plus 2 to this. 21. Or 21. 21.
Okay.
All right, as you manage to just narrowly avoid sort of the jutting spikes from the cluster that forms as it sort of recedes down, and part of it forms into a sort of a handle made out of crystallized bone-like material. All 4 of the crystals that were made of the components now appear to have melded together into one.
No.
Ooh.
And
Try picking it up, I guess.
yeah, pick it up.
You pick it up from the handle, and Phoenix, your detect magic is noting that it is a more magical item than it was a moment ago from its component parts.
Who's holding it?
Millarca right now.
Millark, yes. It's a weird
Phoenix.
sensation holding this. It's like cool to the touch initially, as you hold the cluster on your person, and then as you're holding it too long, Millarca, it feels like there's a static sensation inside of your arm, as if it's, like when your leg falls asleep, sort of like that. It's not
Yeah.
overwhelming; it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, either way, we got what we came for. So, Phoenix will gesture towards the centipede, as still speaking in words with his body as well. He says, "Thank you for letting us get have this gem. May you and your brood prosper."
Have safe travels.
I will tip my cowboy hat and walk away.
All right, we got the goods.
I wish there was like a way to like dress up your characters differently, visually.
Oh, we'll need gosh dang, to actually change it every time.
Yeah.
Tony, but cowboy.
Tony, but cowboy. Now the real question is, how are we getting out of here?
Great question.
Well,
Which direction is the sandstorm coming from?
It appears to be heading in through the south.
Okay,
Why
so we
don't
just
I-
head west.
we
We
just-
should
Yeah.
just book it west. We'll maybe make it back to the main place, and
why
then
don't
we'll
we
be.
just wait for it to pass us?
Why would we do that?
Because
Do you remember the giant worm? I remember the giant worm.
We
What
can
if
beat up the giant worm.
what if the millipede helps us? The megapede will fight it together.
Surely it would want to defend its brood from this giant evil worm, right?
I think we best just not pick a fight with it.
We can beat up one worm. We beat up 3 last week.
You weren't there when we fought the Kraken, were you?
Me?
You were so
No.
close too.
No, we weren't.
Yes, you were.
We weren't close at all.
You were closer than ever before.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the Kraken fight, but I am here for this one, so we'll be fine.
Jacob, won't
God,
have to write another song.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking any chance. I say we skedaddle before we maybe get another TPK.
Let's take some chances.
well, whatever. I can run. It's just like I'm mainly worried about everyone else. I don't have my potion of like big grenade anywhere, so I can help 2 people.
Well, see, I have a plan. I have a plan. I still have my scroll of tensor floating disc. So if any of the flying people just uses it, and then 2 people can just stand on that disc.
So here's the other thing. Unless it's been a long rest, I cannot fly.
I mean, we've been traveling for 7 days. Surely you'll take 1 fatigue for a long rest.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, we
Yeah,
can do that
so-
anyway.
Yeah, we had. So you can already take a long rest as long as you just take a fatigue.
Easy. Okay. And nobody has identified still, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't believe anyone
Love
here in this party is really one party with no identify.
That's a problem for another time. I don't have it identified. Who needs it?
All right, so it'll be possible to identify those items on a short rest at least.
Well,
Oh,
What
I mean,
was
I guess
the
if we're
identify?
on our way, we'll eventually just long rest, right?
At some point,
so
we
are
have
we?
to.
So traveling west then, and then in the process of, I guess, if we're not getting assailed by the sandstorm, it doesn't look like we could take a short rest to identify the items we just got.
Presumably you're heading west before taking a short rest.
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
I mean, is everyone okay with that? Yes? No? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless, I mean, like, the only thing that I was saying is, like, I don't know if the person, like, is the sandstorm, like, chasing us, or is it, like, just sort of coming? Because, like, do we even have a chance to rest?
I mean, I'm fine with either. Just keep moving and just take a short rest, or keep moving and then take a long rest, or we just, if we can, take a short rest. Phoenix does have the eyes of the eagle, so he should be able to see like from gosh dang miles, especially on open desert.
Yeah, I don't mind that either way.
Which one seems more feasible, Aqua?
Between which options?
Short
Moving,
resting
being
or
able to
moving
short
and long
rest,
rest?
or do we have to constantly move and just eventually take the long rest?
Because, like, it's based on the storm, basically. Do you think that we
Based on the
get a chance?
based on the trajectory, you're probably best off just footing it and clearing distance. Especially as a consideration that you've noticed the storm sometimes change direction suddenly, so it would be risky.
Yeah, so I say we just keep footing it until eventually we have to take a long rest then.
Okay. Yeah, because that makes sense.
Okay, one moment.
Do you think if we made a tiny hut, like, we can...
Oh,
like,
that would be
stay in
great! Which one of you guys has tiny hut?
And before we just get buried by sand.
Our wizard isn't here.
I have Wall of Force.
Just
like
cast that a
tiny
few
hut, right?
times. Yeah.
I have gun.
You use Wall of Force to create a tiny hut?
I can force cage
angry.
us.
Just,
Well, technically that would work, wouldn't it?
just as the Floridian shoots at the hurricane, I can shoot at the dust storm.
I can plane shift
Lovely.
until the
Plane
storm passes.
I mean, a plane shift would circumvent the sandstorm. It's not a terrible idea.
So long, suckers.
That is true. You could just
Hey,
like.
what happens if you plane shift inside of a book, though? Like...
Oh, so next long rest, Logos and I are doing some science.
Ah, I see. Science.
Okay. You begin making your trek to the west, as you often do, and over the course of the day, through your trek, you're making good time. Even as darkness approaches and it gets harder and harder to see the sandstorm, it seems that you've easily sort of evaded it on this day. And you are able to make camp for the night. Keeping watch in the night, of course, to make sure it doesn't just like surprise you suddenly.
Yep.
So
yep.
every bit of wind at night is always like a is it here moment, even if it's just a stray gust.
If it helps, Phoenix doesn't technically need to sleep. He just doesn't move.
Yes, but in the darkness of the desert, it can be hard to see the sandstorm even at a distance.
Oh, okay. Gosh dang, where are the stars when you need them to light the place up?
Can we pretend that the airplane
Airplane.
and the night sky are like shooting stars?
Oh, God.
All right, you are able to successfully identify the items over the course of some sort of rest. The first one you identify is this. Did it appear? Actually, I just realized I screwed it up.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay,
Nope.
let me try that again. I finally feel and understand the rays of Foundry. Wait, I messed up. Hold on. Like, haha, I understand Foundry now. Oh no.
Oh no.
Mordecai
Alright,
is
there
one
we
of
go.
my favorite things.
It's so funny.
Wait, what you guys see?
Oh no, we're just looking at the fucking memes in chat right now. Oh. What?
Rats out of the bag.
That's a lot of rats.
Oh, D100. 10 times.
What?
Bag of 1,000 rats. Of up
God.
to 100 rats. It could be as
10?
few as 10.
Hey, how many rats are in that bag? 10 to 1,000.
Does anyone want to basically command him? You know, this would be a great item for Atreus. So sad.
I would absolutely love to have that bag.
You want the bag?
Yes, please.
It's
Sure.
like tune, right? You just have a bag.
Yeah, Atreus. No, sorry, Phoenix will hand you the gungled bag.
The gungle bag of rats is
Layla
now
is so
yours.
happy about this.
I love how.
Why you want this?
What you say?
No, Phoenix is not certain why you want this.
For a distraction when she goes on her heists.
No, wait, hold on. Doesn't gosh, doesn't that one guy that need a bunch of rats?
Oh, true.
This is the way to get them.
The fucking.
Oh,
the
you're
soul
right.
researcher dude.
The Soul Reacher dude, yeah. Who was it who was speaking? Was it with Maiev or was it with Milarka?
With my
It was with Ash.
It was both
I thought it was
Ash.
with
and-
Ash.
It was both, I think. Ash and Maiev.
Mostly Maya, but a little bit of Ash.
Yeah,
when
Maya
she
was said
goes
that they were
Ash.
going to repopulate the rat population single-handedly.
What do you
Yeah.
mean single-handedly?
No,
So
I
I
just ruined things, you know.
I actually I would think Phoenix would probably give this one to Maiev. Sorry.
You
Sorry,
hate me.
Layla. Sorry.
It looks significantly more sad.
You may squeeze the bag once.
She'll squeeze it. She'll squeeze it.
Hey, squeeze the bag.
Oh god. Are you actually gonna squeeze the bag?
No, not right now. Do it later.
Layla squeeze in the back.
What is happening?
Phoenix is like,
We got a bag of
Identify
rats,
the
that's what
bag.
happened.
Just watch you squeeze it, you get one.
I want to go stand on Dorian's shoulders while the rats are running around his feet.
Well, we don't even know how many rats come out right now. For we could just get one.
I would do that if there were one.
Oh.
Eek.
Alright.
wait, this
And
is
then finally, the last thing is you grab hold of the cluster of Ozamar crystals.
Ooh,
Alright.
Barkley.
Ooh, nice. Should have given this to one of our characters in Crisis Dragon. Would have been really nice for the mountain pass. Only a small portion of the cluster is needed to gain all the effects. So can I like break it and pass it out?
Would you like to try?
Not particularly, because it's the only one.
I think it might be worth a try. I'm looking at it right now. Just, I think maybe if you maybe just try to just chip the very end of it, because it looks like it's like some sort of snow cone. So can you maybe just that little pike that sticks out? Can you just snap just that end, just that part off?
I'll give it a whirl.
All right, and you take off a nice little portion from the tip of it, right? It's enough to qualify as a small cluster, basically. The Ozamar cluster itself remains intact.
Phoenix will reach over and see if he gets to test it out.
The small one, yeah.
Yeah.
You feel that surge of necrotic life force entering as your maximum hit points increase.
Oh. So it did work.
Can Phoenix try to gauge how many times I can do that before it'll break?
Yeah, sure. I guess Phoenix will like to maybe have a look at this thing to see how many good-sized portions we could possibly distribute to the rest of the party.
You have proficiency of a jeweler's kit.
Oh, dang it. That would be something. Phoenix is proficient with a lot of tools, but that ain't one of them.
Alan could have figured it out.
Alan could have.
I
I have carpenters, cartography, forger, navigators, and thieves tools, but I do not have jewelry.
I have weavers, leatherworkers, and smiths.
You know who was really good at tools? Alan.
Man, we lost Alan in the fourth session. It still hurts.
I know.
Handle it.
Once you get back to Candlekeep, surely someone can figure it out.
Yeah, I think if we do that, so save breaking them until we can at least speak to an actual jeweler. This is what Phoenix would probably say. But for now, I guess I'll hold my piece that actually works.
Crazy thing is, Malarka will soon get jeweler's kit stuff, so that might work out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. If you got it, then you got it.
If you will got it, it will get it.
Got good. So I guess we're just gonna continue moving on.
Are you returning back to the depot?
Yes. I mean, unless anyone else has any other ideas. Well, I guess. Hold on. Which direction was the last one that we needed to go in? So it's the one furthest to the east. There's one to the southeast, and which was the last one that we needed to take care of?
Forgive me if my memory is bad on this, because sometimes I forget my own map. I probably should have jotted this down somewhere. Here's the skull, right? Wreckage points is down here. If I remember right, one of the area that you were thinking of is over here.
So this is the depot?
Yes.
So we can either go straight to there, because we're trying to speed run this, and then we can go back there, and then we'll have all the crystals, and then we can return back to Valen, and maybe end the chapter off with basically everything. How does everyone feel about that idea? I mean, we're not worse for wear. Everyone everyone still only has one fatigue, right?
That's the second one. Taking this long rest now.
Oh, you took another one?
Well, if we're taking an actual long rest, then this would be the second one. But
long rest to recover. We can take long rests to avoid taking fatigue.
You guys have fatigue?
Technically a long rest. It's just sleeping for 8 hours, I guess.
Yeah, to avoid exhaustion.
Oh,
but
yeah. So then we just have the one fatigue point.
Yeah. So I think we're good. So I mean, is everyone okay with that idea?
Sounds fine to me.
Sounds like a plan.
Just can you come in agreement with me that either when we get to what's her face, you offer up the really small one, or I offer up the big one and you give me the small one back of the cluster.
So my only concern about that is that we end the chapter there.
Well, just
Oh,
like
give me a moment.
after we go to the far one and then go back.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
I
I'm
don't
just
mind.
I'm marking the travel distances. That one was a 3-week travel distance.
Oh wow, it's really far.
I love the the map's funny.
No,
Just
this one
those-
was half a week.
This
Half a
one-
week?
the-
Sorry,
the
my
one-
bad.
Yeah, it was 3 days.
Yeah, this one was half a week.
Thank you.
This one was 1 full week, and this one was 3 weeks. So I guess that, I mean, Phoenix, with keen mind, he basically just like a walking satellite, a GPS. So getting lost in the desert is not likely.
Oh,
So I think yeah, Phoenix could probably navigate us around the depot, and then we could just quickly make our way back to finish off this first chapter with a completed set of Azimar crystals. I think. As long as everyone else is on board with that idea.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I was out last week, so you guys, I'll follow the group.
Okay. Yeah, so that seems to be the plan, Aqua.
Cool. So you begin trekking back over to the west. Without too much incident, you're making your way back over to the depot when something kind of catches your eye at sort of a distance. You're about 5 days in. Well, let me give me a second. You see a singular Tinklani down to the south.
Oh, what now? Oh, that guy. Well, they weren't hostile last time.
At your distance, if your eyes at the eagle, Phoenix, you kind of like zoom in, right? One thing that strikes you off about the Tinklani is that their armor looks really good this time. That's probably some kind of very expensive magical armor, and they appear to be wearing a kind of magical necklace. A periapt of health, maybe?
I got the shot lined up.
No. Leila's just like, I got, like, just say the word. He's a dead man. All right. So, hopefully they're not hostile. So, do they appear to be making directly or their way directly towards us, or they like walking in like maybe adjacent parallel sort of thing?
They were walking adjacent at first, but as soon as they spotted you, they started moving toward you.
Are they like flying at high speeds at us like the last ones?
I wouldn't say
Extremely
high
fast
speeds.
speeds.
They kind of walk fast because you know they have so many legs, but
Yeah.
At least hear him out, and then we shoot him.
God. So Phoenix is gonna go ahead and get to the front, I guess. So like maybe interact with them once they're within speaking range.
at sort of a distance, they begin hailing you in the Tinkali language.
I guess Phoenix has
You-
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Phoenix
You were
has
saying?
spoken to with one of these things before, and with linguists, can he have maybe attempted to learn the language during his downtime?
Sure. In fact, I'd say we did change linguists, but I think that it would have been reasonable that after your interaction, you studied up on Tinkali inside the library.
Yeah.
I mean, that just seems reasonable to me. You know how to speak Tinkali.
Phoenix just like, oh, or hello, hi.
Oh, you can speak Tinkali.
Yes. I've had a run-in previously with others. How may I be? How may I be of help?
Running. My brothers, they were with you then?
No, I haven't seen them lately, but I had a run-in with them, and they were selling us stuff.
Oh, I see. One of my brothers is missing. I am trying to find them.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, which one? He's just pulling out his notebook. This is a crime scene going on here.
Missing person case.
Missing persons case.
I think that maybe they have gotten lost in some sand. But it is... I actually forgot the names I gave them. It's been a while.
Yeah, Phoenix is
I
like
feel like
pulling
one
out.
of them was Viper, right?
You did not give us names.
I didn't? Oh.
No, because last time they didn't speak with us. They gestured at us.
Oh, I see. The other group did find their names. That's why I forgot. It's been literally months since I had their names available.
Oh, okay.
And I wasn't expecting this. Give me a second. Oh, they probably didn't even write it down. I'm just going to say one of their names is Arjax. I think that sounded about approximately correct.
Arjax?
Yeah.
Alright. So,
I'm
Phoenix notes down
searching.
Arjax.
I'm searching for my brother Arjax. They were out here only about 2 hours ago. If you help me find my brother, I will reward you with water.
Ooh, that's a...
Good deal.
Yeah, water is water. Phoenix doesn't really need to drink water, but he's not gonna say no to it. So I was just like, fine, that's okay. Arjax, description if you could. What was last seen wearing? Looks like distinctive features.
Arjax's horn is like mine, but a little shorter and a little sharper. Also, they have some chitinous mailing on the left side of their arm. That is 3 stripes on it. And their tail has a more spiky exterior rather than the ridgy one that I have. They kind of continue to describe the differences with all of these sort of subtle nuances like these.
Take straight, and Phoenix is making a note of them all. But like full profile of this Arjax fellow. He didn't know how to
You were saying,
distinguish
Leo?
them before, but now he does.
What?
You were saying something?
Oh no, it's just like I imagine that they look very similar and just like telling the difference between them. Just like I was just remembering like the beginning of like the Hunter exam and Hunter x Hunter, where there was like those shapeshifters and they like all look the same, but God was able to tell the differences.
Like, wait a second.
It's like, who are you?
Obviously, it's because of the 3 stripes on his left arm. Like, duh.
I think Gon was like, he smells different.
Yeah, that's literally what it was.
Everyone else was like, what?
So yeah, that's Phoenix is like taking the entire account, just like every last detail that he's provided, and then like, okay, and last scene.
Last seen in the area about 2 hours ago. We were supposed to meet up in order to head out to the city. I am afraid that some deadly as desert beast might have gotten.
We can't have that now, but I'll be sure if I do find him, where do you want me to point him to?
Tell Ajax to return and regroup at Wreckage Point.
At Wreckage Point. When I encounter him, that'll be the first message I'll let him know.
Yes, please tell them that it was Viper who sent you. They will know then that any reward you mention will be appropriate.
Yes.
We like rewards.
How will I be receiving payment?
If they will be able to direct you, they may have to take you over to Wreckage Point. But that is where all our water is.
Okay. If I encounter your brother, I'll let him know that to head to Wreckage Point, and I'll collect payment by then.
Excellent. Another day's travel wasted. Brothers, am I right?
By the way, Phoenix is talking in that language, so no, I guess no one really understood what happened.
I just assume you've told a joke, and I'm so proud.
Phoenix turns around and basically hands, or he'll read the missing case profile, but he'll say the dumbed down version. Say something like missing Arjax, similar features to him. And we find them, we'll just let them know to meet at the wreckage point. But I suppose we could continue on our way to the
Wreckage
to the
Point's
last.
probably that place we fought Bullseye.
Yes, it is. So let's continue. Scorching sun, nonetheless.
Dominoes.
Not that Zashi minds. Like, this is easy. Desert easy.
Okay, I can fly over everything now, so.
We were around Zashi the whole time, so we are also used to the heat, right?
That is true.
Does it work like that?
Yeah. It's like people in
I'm
Florida
Basically
don't
in an
even know
oven when you're standing
how-
around me.
One thing you're able to do that's solving the issue is that you notice that one single cluster allows you to control your body temperature anyway.
Oh my god! Think
Oh,
about how
right, that's
hot Zashi
true.
could be.
Zashi, we gotta turn the heat up max.
Wait, I really hope we don't have to split this crystal too early. Yes, guess we're about to find out.
Okay. You said it looks more cracked. We got 4 more of the
Opals.
opals.
I think the big concern is I think we only had one Azumar crystal.
I thought we only... Well, that too.
We had several sapphires, we had several emeralds, and then we definitely got several opals. The big one being the one Azumar crystal, which I don't even remember where we got. Wait, was that one was that the one we got from Bullseye?
I think
Emerald was from Bullseye, if I remember.
What? Where? Okay, where's the...
Azumar crystal is right below cluster.
Well, no, the opal one that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. What is the item specific one for opal, Aqua? You didn't show us that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
That what you know when you didn't have a chance to identify it.
Oh, I thought
I
we
guess
had
you have
more.
extras right now, though,
multiple.
unless...
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have extras. Sorry, I should have made it then. You see that what it does is... Sorry, give me a second. You are able to control your own body temperature, negating the effects of extreme heat, but no
Oh, okay.
mention of extreme cold.
Okay, so that's good then. So people could just hand the opals, and then we could just mostly bear through the heat then. Unless we need at some point to experience extreme cold.
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine.
I think we'll be fine.
I also think we'll be fine.
I also think we'll be fine.
I try my best not to think.
Same here.
Wait, I don't think that's something you want to agree with.
Huh?
I'm not wrong.
Like, I try my best to not to think. Yeah, me too. Like, wait, I don't think you're supposed to say that.
Speak for yourself, okay?
Yeah. You
Oh my god.
don't know how I live.
You don't know me. You don't know my story.
You don't know my schedule.
You're not my supervisor.
Oh my god.
You don't pay my taxes. Wait.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, there it is. Not my supervisor.
What am I listening to?
You're not very easy. You don't do a lot of damage.
Cause it's easy
Who are you talking to?
and it does a lot of damage.
Do I have any soda in this house?
By the way, what rarity is the Azamar cluster?
Azamar cluster is very rare.
Ooh, nice.
More rare
Very nice.
than your mom's.
Oh.
Oh shit.
That hurt. Your mom.
Was that even an insult?
Yeah.
That just hurt.
Your mom is
Yeah.
precious and one of a kind.
No, I said that the crystal is more rare than your mom, which means your mom's a common hoe.
Oh, okay, I see.
Dang.
Ooh, shots
Ow.
fired.
I feel so
But
hurt.
not actually, okay? I respect and love all of your mothers.
No, she doesn't.
Quite
No, it's 'cause-
intimately too.
No matter what you say about someone's mom, it kind of sounds like an insult.
You don't have to. You
It
don't have
normally
to.
is.
You don't have to respect mine.
Okay, well, I would like to.
Could you not
What's that
though?
supposed to mean?
He's a hater. That's what I mean.
All right, so you kind of place your crystals back though. One thing you do notice is that as you're holding out your opals and kind of getting them ready, you do notice them sort of resonate very slightly with the cluster itself. In fact, all of your various crystals and Azamar gems are, whenever you hold them out, they do resonate a little bit with the cluster itself.
You guys want to touch gems?
Oh my god, I do.
Why do you say it like that?
You wanna touch my gem? I'll touch yours.
Does anyone actually want to try it though? Does anyone want to try touching their gem of various flavoring to the cluster?
Well, I mean, I guess I have a
I don't
small
think I have
cluster.
any
I
of
only
those.
had the small cluster. If you guys want to start touching gems, be my guest.
I've lost the plot entirely. What's going on?
We're flirting. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
I don't even know.
All of us?
Yeah, all
Yeah.
of us, every single one of us, everyone.
I'm gonna be right back.
It's just like I don't know what's happening. I want out.
No, like I said, when you guys hold out any of your gems, they resonate with the cluster. So does anyone want to try touching the cluster to their gem?
I don't think I have any of those.
Tony has a couple. People just got me opals.
I'm basically a human sentry tower at this point.
You do gleam like a lighthouse.
Yeah, and I'm 40 feet in the air, ready to fire off shots.
But you're more like a ballistic missile.
I'd like to,
Sentry tower
I,
is not what
I identify as a warhead, actually.
I will take out my crystal and touch it.
Whoa, right out here in
which one?
public?
The one that was about temperature. Which one was that?
The opal.
Oh.
The brand new.
The opal. You have an opal.
Yes, the
Okay.
opal.
You touch the opal over to the cluster, and it immediately melds into it.
Oh. Does it make it bigger?
The cluster looks slightly larger now.
Oh,
Very slightly.
Oh, so you might as well just convert everything into the Azamar cluster and then just split it to the party.
Let's do it.
Let's wait so I can get my jeweler's kit stuff eventually.
What? You can do that later.
Yeah. How many gems total do we have altogether?
I don't know what everyone else had because I didn't have gems on me.
I have 0 gems.
I had the one. I had one.
So I think you
Yeah.
had. Oh well, we just got a bunch from the worms too. I guess there was one per worm.
Aqua, when I equipped the Azamar cluster, did I
sapphire.
also gain that health?
I had to add my
When
health
you
in
what with
manually.
Azamar Crystal?
When I equipped the Azamar cluster, do I get the 15 maximum health, like as the health too?
Yes, though it doesn't. No, you don't get the health. You only get the maximum HP.
Okay, so I don't heal for it. Got it. So I am now slightly wounded, but that's okay. Right, barely injured, I guess, as this thing would say.
So I think the ones we got from the worms were the sapphires, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So that means we would have a few sapphires. There's at least one more emerald someone has.
Yeah.
And then we just
I
got
have them.
there's 2 more opals now since Rose just lost hers.
I had the sapphire. A sapphire.
You want to touch crystals again?
No.
No.
You took her crystal and you don't let her split it.
I'm gonna break off the
You
big
do
one and
it.
give you a small piece. You're gonna give me a sapphire and I'll put it in the cluster?
I think you guys should put yours in without me sacrificing the sapphire for now.
I don't have any, so I literally never got any the Azamar stuff.
There
The
are
Azamar
several
gems.
unclaimed crystals at the moment. You can just grab one.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'll have one of the opals on my person. And you know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and see if it merges with my current Azamar cluster.
So, what are you trying to do again?
I still have I had a shard of the Azamar cluster that we ripped off from the big one, and I have an opal. I put them together.
Yes. Nothing happens.
Okay, so it doesn't work with the small one. It has to be the big one.
Okay, I'm back. I had to run to the bathroom. What's going on?
We're touching crystals.
Okay.
You could say family jewels, gems. Come on. If you're trying to do it, you must do it right.
Oh, good job.
We're touching our most precious possessions.
My precious.
Anyways, Layla, did
Technically,
you want?
it's birthday present.
If we touch any of the single gems to the cluster, they will combine into the cluster.
I think you cut out before you.
You cut out.
In fact, I did. I do not like Discord. Whee. Da-da-da-da.
Discord hears you talk for more than like 5 seconds and they're like, this is background noise, and shut it down.
Yeah, pretty much.
What were you
Shut
asking,
it
Phoenix?
down.
Me.
If
Yeah,
we
you said
can-
yeah, you were like so Layla, and then
Okay, so they were trying to. What everyone is currently doing is that we're combining the gems that we currently have because they all apparently want to meld with the big Azumar cluster that we have.
Mhm.
So everyone is just basically placing their. Well, not everyone. Some of us are placing our gems into the cluster because it makes it slightly bigger.
And some of us don't have any.
And some of us, like me, never had any. So,
well, I mean, if we're all if we're all if we're all touching crystals, you know, I don't want to be left out. We'll go ahead and touch.
So does everyone
which
agree?
flavor? And how many?
I have blue, so I guess that's like raspberry.
the sapphire.
Blue is its own flavor. Come on, everyone knows that.
Blue raspberry?
Yeah,
No,
it was the sapphire of yeah, sapphire.
You should rename these Azamars to so Azamar it'll be Azumar Sapphire, so they're all in the same spot because they're all just jumbled up.
Yeah, I have a sapphire of Asmar. Is this up? Can we touch
Sure,
or?
give me a second.
Oh,
I don't
so
even
that they're all
see most
neatly
of
in
them.
order.
I also have a
Malarca,
sapphire
the emerald doesn't have to be listed under Malarca anyway, since it's been combined and you only had a single one.
All
There.
right, we only had a single emerald.
We maybe should keep one of each separate, so we can give it to what's her face.
Wouldn't she be more impressed with the cluster? And we're probably going to end up combining them anyways once we get the last one.
She can do that work herself.
Let's just all touch all of the crystals. Fuck it.
Fusion ha.
Can
What?
we just
What if?
Actually, here's one that I would like to try out too. Phoenix will go ahead and approach with the Azamar crystal that cluster that he does have, and he will attempt to just touch it with the big cluster itself. So cluster to cluster.
Okay. Also, this has made me realize I need to rename that big one from cluster. Give me a second. What would be a better name? Node is kind of what I'm leaning toward, but I feel it.
Ooh, a
No.
Nexus.
I like Nexus.
Pylon.
Yeah.
League of Legends.
I named it cluster before realizing that by taking a cluster from it, you create clusters of clusters, and it gets kind of confusing.
That is true.
So you touch the cluster to one of your clusters to the Nexus.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
are the opal and the sapphire the same thing?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
I'm actually just now creating the handout for the opal right now. There.
He just copied and pasted, but he was changing the text.
Can I touch sapphires with my friends?
Anyways, yeah. So I want to try touching the cluster with the Nexus.
Your cluster touches to the Nexus and it just melds in. The Nexus gets a little bit larger.
And then I just break the part off again. Take it.
Yes, it returns back to exactly the same size it was a moment ago.
Interesting.
Okay. Then I'd like, if the owner of the Nexus is fine, I'd like to touch my sapphire to it and break off a piece. Wait. When we're touching the Azamar gems to these, but when we examined the difference between touching a regular gem to the cluster and how much it increases in size versus breaking off a cluster off of the Nexus and
We
how
might as
much
well
that...
call it Azamar piece. That's what I'm doing right now. Azamar
Yeah.
Nexus piece.
Azamar chunk.
Yes, so we know that putting the chunk back on the Nexus and removing the chunk is plus or minus the same, say plus minus 4 or whatever. Is adding a gem plus 2 instead of plus 4 or whatever? You guys get what I'm saying?
No.
Does adding a regular gem repair less than taking off a chunk?
Well, when
From
we
the
tried
Nexus.
with the small one, Phoenix tried it and nothing happened, right?
Yes, we have to do with the main Nexus.
It has to be the main Nexus. Cause I tried using the opal that I had with my Nexus piece. It didn't work. Nothing
Oh.
happened.
With your cluster. Okay.
Yeah. So if any separate ones have to be with the main Nexus.
Okay.
The piece doesn't form by itself or make more.
She's asking since we took the piece the piece off, and we have put one gem back on it. What's like the percentage of repair made to the gem, kinda, or to the Nexus?
Yes, does adding a gem repair it the same amount taking off a chunk takes off?
I think those are questions for you, DM.
Yeah.
I thought it was a rhetorical question and that you haven't not attempted it yet.
I was asking if anyone had checked that, because...
I mean, okay, so I'm gonna have.
I sure haven't.
Fine, I'll do some testing. So I have the opal that I still had. It did meld with the Nexus piece that I had. So I'm gonna go ahead and meld the opal that I had to the main nexus.
Alright,
Well,
you melded them.
I meld it.
It only the Nexus only very slightly increases in size.
So it didn't
becomes
increase
slightly
in
more
size. It didn't get as big as though when I put on the piece into the main
No,
nexus.
it did not.
Well, there you go. Well, I already have a big nexus piece, so I guess I'm not going to miss that opal.
So, is it about half the increase or whatever, or do you have numbers estimates? That's what I'm asking.
I think that might be a bit much. I mean,
I know. I'm just-
It seems that it would not be possible to discern it without even knowing when it has cracked. That is, it's not cracked yet.
Okay. Well.
We clearly need to put this shit together at some point. I feel like we might as well just do it right now.
But we would need it to crack first, so
I thought they all just wanted to be together.
We can just stick them all into one mega crystal and then just start chipping away at it.
we don't want to destroy it utterly.
We can
Well,
stop
if
after
only
the
we
first
had an
crack.
artificer.
I'm working on it, okay?
I miss Alan.
Anyways, let's focus on getting to the last crystal first, upgrading this Azamar Nexus, and then we worry about breaking it to pieces.
Cut my life into pieces.
All right. So is everyone okay with that, or do we want to continue experimenting with the Nexus?
Layla's like been ready. She's just like, okay, I touched my rock with my friends. I'm satisfied.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's continue.
So there was 3 total pieces added to the Nexus, I think?
Yes. If you're keeping track, then yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
3
just adding
pieces
the
and
plus 3 to it for now.
3 pieces added and 1 taken off?
Yes, I have 1 Nexus piece on me.
All right. Oh yeah, Phoenix, you were considering searching for the brother, I think, unless that was all lip service.
No, he's still looking for it, but he needs to continue to. I mean, he didn't really give much in terms of the directions, but he will if he does find Ajax, he will mention what his brother did mention. So I mean, he'll be on his, like, as he's walking with the eyes of the eagle, he'll be surveying the scenery, if you will, looking for the brother as well. So he's not just like not looking, but he still has a goal to take care of. So no, it wasn't lip service.
Okay. Cool. Then you continue trudging west. I don't think that there's anything that gets you in your way at that point. Give me a moment.
If you need me to make any perception checks for the brother, just let me know, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check, along with anybody else that has perception proficiency.
That may be me. That is me.
That is not me.
I do have perception
Wait,
proficiency.
what was the question?
In
I
fact,
think
have
I
perception
think Phoenix might have gotten
so
it though.
What was the question?
Perception is so low.
Where's the plus 10 from?
I don't think we need to roll if Phoenix got a 41.
You got. Where's the plus 10 in perception? Do you have like sharpshooter for perception?
I'm sorry, can you hit a 42?
Phoenix
I
can.
could, if I double my roll, I could.
Oh, if you double your roll, you'd only
Come
get
on,
a
guys.
32.
Those be some rookie numbers.
Dude,
Gotta
let's
fu-
beat up Phoenix, okay? He called us rookies. I
Steal
will
his
not stand
eyes.
for this.
I
You're
can show you
you're
something
pretty
I'm not
sure
a
you
rookie at.
You're pretty sure that if there was anything to see down here on the ground, you would have seen it. And that's when you see Zashi in the sky that occurs to you. It would be a lot easier if you get a bird's eye view of the area.
Dashi in the sky. That sounds like a band name.
I mean,
Beatles?
Phoenix,
Okay,
Phoenix would
how
love
about-
to, but he can't fly.
How about I throw you in the air?
You could also just
I can-
ask.
I could
Yeah.
pick him up.
Sure, I guess
But
Phoenix will. Phoenix has a duty, and he's not gonna shirk the duty. So he's going to approach Zashi. He's like, Zashi, I would like to continue to look for the brother, but it's kind of difficult to see from down here. You think you could just lift me up there?
Yeah, sure, bud.
you should have said maybe you should perceive what it's like up there.
All right, now make a perception check.
Music to my ears.
Yeah, doing a perception check on the ground in the desert is pretty tough. But
How
from
did
the
I roll
air,
2 2s at the start? That's wild. Anyway, sorry.
wow. From the air, it's a lot more clear. That about a mile off in one direction, you see that there is a Chinklani who is being chased by these ugly creatures.
Or there.
Oh yeah, let's go rough him up.
Ooh, it's a troll.
That's a troll?
No?
Oh.
That's not troll.
Like, you said it's so.
There's a lot of them all kind of gathered up into one spot as they're it's like a little horde of them that are just like ravenously chasing after this Tinklali.
Sashi, I see some bugs that I think you'll be more than happy to burn up. As he points in the direction.
Absolutely.
He points in the direction. Over there.
How far out are they?
I'm assuming they're like really
It's
far.
about a mile away, but you're able to kind of clear that distance, and especially because they're like not just standing in place. You're able to intercept eventually if you do get within, what is it, 120 feet? Or is it further?
Don't worry, Phoenix. I got the shot.
Or what?
You're like, now I got the shot. On
No,
these guys,
my range is like 400 feet.
Yeah, I know. I tell you to Layla. Like, you got the shot, right? On these guys, right? Not
I
this
do
one.
not. I do not, in fact, have the shot.
I mean, they're all clustered together. Zashi.
They literally can't pass this save. They literally don't have, they have like 70 HP each. So even they can't pass the save because they don't have Dex to prof. You can smell them from over here, Zashi. Carcasses of insects, toad-like creatures, just fumes in the air now. There is only twitching chitinous forms down below as the Takon looks behind it and then looks at you at the sky and kind of recoils and holds like a magic sword in its hand, which you can identify as a flame tongue. It looks like it doesn't know if you are friend or foe.
As you guys are, as he's still flying, Phoenix shouts in the language saying, Ajax, I presume?"
Oh, okay.
Like the clicking of teeth or whatever.
You've never seen a Chinkali lay down out of exhaustion, but this one
Now
has.
you have. Yeah.
Ajax, I presume?
Let me catch my breath.
Can Dashi let me down?
Yeah, I'll fly over to him and and land here. Land is in quotes because I don't land. I still just hover like 5 feet off the ground.
You just basically drop me off. Go. Yes, your brother, Viper, Phoenix is gonna have a look real quick. This guy matches to the description, the missing person.
Yes, exact identification.
Your brother, Viper, has sent me to look for you.
I
Toss
see.
the thing my
That is-
water skin.
That is good. I was attacked on the desert. I was fending them off just
We
fine
noticed.
with my magic sword as they hold it up and like very triumphantly.
He's like
But
looking
then-
at him, like running away. He's like, yes, I can see that.
There were too many. There are just too many of them. I did not think I found a nest.
That sounds
A
troublesome.
nest.
Well, maybe if you could tell me where that nest is, we can perhaps deal with it at another time. But me and my companions are on our way to a location about 3 weeks off in this direction. But your brother did tell me to, if I saw you, to inform you that he will be at the, what was the place's name again?
It was like Anchor something, I think.
Wreckage point.
Wreckage.
Point. Yes, yeah, at the wreckage point.
I thought you said
3
Anchorage Point for a
weeks.
moment.
I know this desert. Where is 3 weeks from here? Is it? And they kind of look down at all of you. Oh, your legs are so short. I'm sorry.
Marsha
Yes.
just looks up at him from her fucking 3 feet tall, and she's like, "Yes, I know my
Yeah.
legs are short."
I'll have you know, my legs get complimented, frequently get complimented on.
Oh,
He's just like, I
Still.
like my legs.
My legs are fucking awesome.
I am very thankful for your assistance, and that you know the Tinkali language indicates that you are a friend of the Tinkali.
Ah, yes. I happened to chat upon it with learning it as I met your brothers before.
She 10 on my quality.
Well, perhaps then, if your travels are so far, perhaps we can be of assistance in getting you there quicker to our destination.
Do you by chance know a shortcut?
No, not shortcuts. We have strong legs. We can maybe negotiate a deal. Well,
Your brother offered us water. Are you offering us something different?
oh, so they already offered you water. Well, I offer you transportation. But it is all trade. Everything is trade, as you may know.
Yes, I
That's-
expect as such.
You have already gotten good trade for saving my life.
So what is it like that they want additionally?
Well then, can you perhaps get us to this location? I guess this. I guess we need to like draw a map real quick and like point in the direction that he needs to get to. like with the stick or something.
Yes, I think that we can negotiate on that. It is a distance off, but all of us together we can. But I do not want to negotiate on all of my brothers' behalves. We should regroup and discuss.
Yes, of course. How long would that take?
To Wreckage Point from here, it only takes me about 1 day.
Oh wow.
For all of you, maybe longer. But I can help get some of you there, but not all. Not all.
What is the movement speed of this guy?
You take a look over at their feet, and as they're moving, like kind of repositioning themselves in the sand, you see that they have what appear to be sort of magical. Wouldn't say footwear per se, right? Because it's not shoes, but it is form-fitting, and it seems that now that they can move more freely, they're kind of like like kind of jog a little bit in order to limber up. And you see they can move quite fast. They're moving at like 100.
Oh right, we experienced this before. That they like basically just like zoomed past us or zoomed towards us because they just go so
Yes.
fast.
And somehow they're even faster than they were back then.
Damn.
Okay,
So-
well,
If we were to dash, how many of us can make 100?
I can't.
This is without them dashing.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying if we were to dash.
Not my current character.
I think,
Definitely not.
I
I
think
can't.
I'm the only one.
Millark is probably the fastest one.
Okay, I can do it. Sort of. I can go 80.
Even with my dash and bonus action, I barely hit 90. I can't go that fast.
My dash is 120 while I'm flying.
Yeah, I mean that's.
My,
Well, Dashi can fly, so he's okay.
my dash is 160. I can double dash once per long rest. Or no, I think it's short rest.
I miss playing a monk.
Well, man, Mimi would
Listening in.
Mimi would laugh at everyone.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
you got 100 feet of speed, 100 feet of speed per turn. Amateur rookie numbers. Pump those numbers up.
Mimi
Yeah, well-
moves at 100 feet.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
if everyone's okay with taking their offer, I mean, it probably is faster than what we're doing anyways.
How many people can
Yeah.
you fit on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, how many
They,
people?
they can carry 2 people maximum.
Oh, okay.
What if I'm? Okay, Malarka. You
Well, hold
can
on,
carry
hold on.
one.
If he can carry 2 people, he can also get the Tensor floating disc, and that thing can easily hold 2 more people.
Can tensors hold 2? It's only 3 foot in diameter, isn't it?
Is it 3 foot in diameter? Hold on, let me see Tensor.
We can hug the 2 people on
Just
it.
get real comfy.
Get real comfy
I'm-
on there.
I mean, you
I'm
can like
an
stack
We're
them
all
on
good
top of
friends
each
by now.
other, like
Yeah.
sushi rolls. Like
I'm an air ganassi, so technically I'm really light.
Oh yeah, you can also fit in your own pipe.
About that.
oh,
Oh.
not anymore.
Oh no!
Right behind that part of
Actually-
the story, guys. Hold on.
Like literally this entire time, like Layla's just been like wearing like armor now.
Like, oh yeah, about that. Yeah, it
Alright,
is.
so
3 feet in
Zashi's able
diameter.
to be fine. Phoenix needs to be on their back in order to keep make that happen. Oh yeah, Malarka's fine because they got the bonus speed.
Dorian.
Wait, Malark has what?
Bonus speed.
Yeah. They fast. One person can be brought by Phoenix, and one person can also be on Takali's back, which means there's only 2 more people that need
Remembering that Dorian is immense.
is
Gotta
what?
get it with Dorian.
Dorian's immense. He's
You
so
can
big.
carry someone that's not fully armored.
But Dorian's slow as fuck.
I think I'm also the only unarmored person.
You can also send a squad to arrive
Unfortunate.
earlier, and then the rest will catch up.
Yeah,
But that
I'll-
means somebody will have to be safe by themselves.
Dorian and I will be the rear guard.
Well, hold on. Okay, if
I
that's the
will
case,
stick behind with the
would
rear
it-
guard.
wouldn't it be better in that case then to send Jacob, Leila, and Maestro all together, and then Tony basically just can fly out of any sort of danger, or kill the danger, because Tony is the danger.
Yeah, Donnie is the danger. I was about to say.
So like this.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so the other 3 of you will
I'll
mosey your way over.
I'll
Yes.
dismiss Lucy just so it's.
like
but
looking at my
Dorian and I
character.
can't be separated. Can we?
Oh, that's
Dorian
true.
will follow. Well, Dorian could stick with this crew. Once again, Tony is the danger. We're not in danger.
Like looking,
Yeah.
why is my movement speed 70 feet?
Question mark thing.
That doesn't sound right. There's nothing that Eric Ganassi gives me that.
Alright, so more like this?
Yes, that's about right.
What?
Wait, hold on. So, wait, Milarka is riding on them?
No, no sir.
Milarka can just book it, right?
Yeah, just book it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stay
I-
with us.
Okay.
And
Can-
Jacob can.
So Jacob is going along with them, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Jacob.
Dorian refuses to.
Oh, I see.
I have to be with Dorian. Is the
I
thing.
see.
Phoenix
Okay, so
has
you're
to- Phoenix
basically
has to be with what's it, the scorpion dude too.
yeah. I think I'm the only one
What?
that can communicate, so I will be there. So
Yeah.
Maestro can ride along. Layla too, and then I'll use my tensors, and one of them can hang on there, I guess.
Okay, so it's like this.
Yes, this is probably the most accurate.
All right. Then, all right. Well, we will see your friends. They seem strong and capable. I think they should be okay, even if something hits them in the desert.
Phoenix points to Tony. Oh, that one will be definitely be fine. Probably the most dangerous thing there.
I like to hear this. And then again, I thought same thing, but it's okay. Maybe I need a more magical sword. The sword is so magic.
Yeah, since that one was magic enough, can we have it?
Oh, if you're interested in trade,
Phoenix does
I'm
not
not
say that.
opposed.
Phoenix did not translate that. Unless he understood common.
they understood want sword. They understand a very broken amount of English common,
Hey,
Okay.
and so they
uh,
perk up. Oh,
would
you
you like-
offer trade?
You're
you
on
like the devastation
EOL.
orb of
Oh my
water?
god.
Sure, let's perhaps we trade first and then we get.
See you.
My colleagues may be interested in whatever wares you are selling.
I did not bring wares out with me today. I left it at home. I do not need to bring them as much anymore, ever since we found.
And what?
Captain Ghost, keeping me in suspense here. Empathic. Does he feel like he's being intentionally holding the information?
No, they seem fairly forthcoming. They seem very confident too, just in general.
Oh, okay. Do tell, do tell.
Well, you see, one day we found this amazing oasis, my brothers and I, and ever since then we found a good base to be able to investigate everything else. Works out very well. Recently we talked with Big City, maybe set up a partnership with them. Could make our operation even bigger.
Well, I'm glad that you guys are all businessmen.
Alright, let us go. I will show you. And your friends, the desert stands no chance against you.
The train. Wait.
Let us move.
Wait. Don't go. Tony, what's the flame tongue?
Huh? What?
Did Tony want the flame tongue?
The flame tongue?
That's what it was, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it was a
already
flame
have
Yeah, it was
a
a flame
flame
tongue.
Oh, you
tongue.
already have one? No, never mind. Fuck that.
Literally
The
have
chest
one.
What's better than a flame tongue? Two flame tongues.
Oh god.
Oh
Okay, we are approaching the end of the session, but let me show you what you see.
That doesn't
shoot.
even show the fire damage.
That doesn't. You're right. There we go.
Yeah. I had a flame tongue since I think since we were fighting the mummy.
Hmm.
It was pretty early on, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
had to get fire
there's a
damage. I was worried.
We're schmoovin'.
What's that? Fire damage?
Do you think Zashi could beat the mummy now?
Oh,
Maybe.
easily.
I mean, I could just place a delayed blast fireball beside its head and keep exploding it rapidly until it dies.
I'm gonna shoot it.
all right. So those who are out in the desert, they're still they're trailing behind as you wave goodbye to them. Eventually, over the course of the next day, as expected, you are able to arrive, and you see wreckage points, but it looks quite a bit different. Quite a bit different. Give me a moment. Actually, I didn't realize that I should.
Layla's just completely comfy on the back.
So Wait, which one of us is riding the tensor slutty disc? Which one is basically holding on for our lives?
Well, that's a good question.
You know what? It'll be Phoenix. He's the one who suggested the idea. He'll do the honors for riding the disc. I finally made use of that tensor floating disc. I can now remove it from my inventory.
Give me just a second. Oh, this is what I'm looking for? Hold on. Yeah, this works. Okay, and then where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, there it is.
Wait a minute. The wreckage has turned into an oasis. We kind of
As
blew
you
up devastation orbs
you-
there.
Or didn't we do something water related there?
Yeah, we blew up the
Yeah, the
devastation
devastation
water.
orbs.
But that
as
was on.
Malarca adds that, it's like kind of, you can just imagine it happens in sequence, right? Malarca has that realization as all of you arrive over at Wreckage Point.
The music is loaded before the map did. That's unusual.
I know, right?
Very suspenseful. 98%.
It's like when your game like loads and you just hear the music. I see nothing. Or I see
Oh, I see people.
dart. I see people.
I may have to refresh. Do I still see nothing?
Hang on, maybe
It's
just
a big map.
it might just need to load for a moment.
Yeah, I see.
Wreckage Point is one of the biggest maps.
There's lots of
I see the-
tokens.
I see the
There's like a
tokens,
little
yeah.
drawing over here.
Oh, I see my token.
But yeah, the map isn't there yet.
It's interesting because you'd think that most of the information would be on the tokens themselves, right?
Unless it's a very large map with like lots of effects or something.
It might be.
sources and stuff.
Surely the water is glowing and there's all these lights going everywhere and a gentle breeze blows off the water.
Let me know if it's still not loading.
Still wasn't, but I'm refreshing. Maybe it'll work.
Okay,
It's
so
not.
let me know if that fixes it.
98%. I don't. Yeah, I'm fine.
Give it a
now.
second.
I'm
I'll
an
wait until-
impatient son of a gun.
I'll
I'm
wait
loaded
until
in, but everything is black and there's tokens.
yeah, that's what I see too. But I'm gonna see.
Interesting.
I'm gonna wait till Phoenix has refreshed it.
Let me try reloading also. Okay, reload application. Let's see if that fixes it.
So, if I'm correct here, and this is directly caused by the schmungdingery that we did before, that's pretty interesting.
That would be interesting because it makes no sense. That happened on chapter 2.
So I'm still not seeing stuff.
Okay, I reloaded. Let me know if that fixed anything.
I'll have to go ask what's his face, the dragon.
Miriam.
Nope.
Oh, I see another load. I see another loading bar. That's at 100 now.
100%. Nothing changed.
What about for you, Phoenix? Did you get back in?
Nope, I'm still gray screened right now, but I'm just gonna give it a second just in case.
Gray screen of eternal loading when you first start the act, like usual.
I love this music.
Yeah.
We might troubleshoot it more later in that case, and I might just show you what the map looks like in the
Okay.
channel.
That works.
I'm a greedy son of a gun. I refuse.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yo.
Ooh, pretty.
Oh wow. I guess that would be the wreckage that it is.
It's so pretty now.
Look, this
What
ship is
happened?
normal now.
You're welcome.
Water happened.
You're welcome.
What happened?
All the chasms are full of water now.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I just realized there was something on that map that shouldn't have been there.
Uh-oh.
Even the ship is there. What happened?
Forbidden information.
I can see it now.
Oh, you can
Oh,
see
yeah,
it?
okay, I loaded in.
We gotta refresh.
Oh, perfect.
We'll get
Alright,
there.
one of you
I'm
kids
still
stream
not
it
yet.
so that we can
Okay, refreshing.
move on.
Yes, this only could stream it so that way I don't accidentally reveal any hidden token and or elements.
Yeah, one sec.
This is
Sure,
just the
give me a
last
second.
scene. Let's stream so we can move this along.
We end up seeing Bullseye 2. As in just
That's a
like
good
Bullseye
question.
Bullseye the second.
This Phoenix said I catch bullseye off of the act again.
It
So then,
looks
where's
awesome.
the Shimshime at? Uh-oh.
Oh wait, no, because Shemshine caused the event to happen.
Huh?
Didn't Shemshine cause the event to happen in this place?
What event?
What event?
The whole drought?
Oh, there we go. I can see the map now.
Drought? I don't think so.
I thought Shimshime lived in a.
Because
Shemshine was
remember,
causing murders.
remember, bottom left corner. These people were murdered.
I thought Shimshime lived in a pile of trash and hit people with tables. I didn't think.
No,
he
but
caused drought.
they actually murdered this particular group of people. I remember that because there was like a whole investigation of Phoenix looking into it.
There was a murder here, but
It doesn't
is that
mean
a
it
drought
caused
related
the
murder?
drought.
Yeah.
The Shimshime was just protecting his shit inside the trash piles.
Yeah.
If you like look through it, they would murder you though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would murder you if you looked in the trash.
And I think Shimshime has enough
Control the
power
weather.
to control.
Unless they killed somebody they were not supposed to kill.
Well, I mean, you could be right, and I'm just not understanding the connections you're making yet.
I don't know because that happened during session 2. We're finding this out on session 1. Or sorry, chapter 1.
Chapter 1, yes.
Chapter
we
1.
are in chapter 1 right now.
Yeah. So in chapter 1, everything was a-okay and honky dory. So my suspicion is that since this has to happen when something bad happens between chapter 1 and chapter 2,
Do we know everything is fine here in chapter 1?
we don't know because this will be our first time ever reaching this point in chapter 1.
Yeah. I mean, I doubt anything would have happened in the 3 days it took for us to get here.
Maybe.
I
You,
think some of our stuff carries over between, like,
Actually, it'll be a good question to ask as we arrive here.
Yeah.
Can Phoenix ask the guy, how long has this place been like this?
Oh, we found it. What's like this? And no idea how long it has been here, but nobody has found it because it's in the middle of the desert. So my
And-
brothers and I all grouped up and made this our new home.
And Phoenix is like asking, the big pile, has anyone been digging through it?
Sorry, give me a second. I just need to check something. Oh no, it's bad luck and bad juju to dig to pile.
Ooh, interesting.
The Shemshime still exists right now.
But it's
How's that,
okay.
or-
We don't need to. Me and my brothers stay nice and cozy. over inside of our house.
This place is so much nicer.
It's so much nicer.
We heard that.
House is
We
theirs.
heard stories about the ocean and the city, but I think the here is nicer than the city.
You have quite your own place. Looks very nice.
Look how pristine the temple is.
No, it looks. Wait, no, isn't that the temple to the gosh,
It's the temple
evil
where-
queen of the sea?
Something
Yep.
like that, yeah.
That's right.
That's where we found the orbs, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then just like bar ourselves in. I might put a couple of them outside and try to counteract the storm.
You may have inadvertently caused either this to happen or something else to happen. I don't really know, honestly.
I'll take credit for making this place really cool and paradise-ish.
Hmm.
Anything else, I didn't do it, but
I'm still sitting here wondering, man. Yeah, I don't know if that's how these chapters work.
Well, it looks like we have much to learn.
Yeah, we do. So, is that where this session ends then?
somebody lost their
Yes.
sock.
Well, GG, fellas. Presumably, the rest of us got there safely.
Someone should make
See you next time.
Ah, what? Oh, God.
I
It's
mean,
either
come on.
foreshadowing or it's a red herring. It's always hard to tell, isn't it?
I mean, once again, I really doubt that anything out there is gonna really hurt Tony. Cause gosh dang it, Tony is Tony.
I'm not
I
worried
believe it-
about Tony, I'm worried about the bard.
I believe in
now?
Tony. I believe in Tony's supremacy.
I mean, worst case, I can just pick him up by his scruff of his neck and just run with him.
True.
I'll be fine.
That's true, actually.
I have a tool for every occasion. So
To be fair, literally, I don't know why I'm worried because he's still the only person that hasn't died a single time.
No, Jacob's died.
Nope.
You
Nope.
died at the very first session when we came to the Canopic being. First chapter, we all
didn't.
died.
Turbo worm
The-
I
line.
wasn't
He
there.
wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there.
That's why you died. Ha ha ha.
You bug.
Alright, I'm gonna stop recording.
I told my cousin to have a strategically timed surprise birthday party.